So get fucked. Kieran's here with a grin, a stubby, and zero fear. Life's too short for worry and stress. He's here for the laughs, not to impress. Oh, get fucked, all of ya. That's his hello. Doesn't mean it deep, just part of the show. Fucking hate that guy. Doesn't matter who, he just says it loud like he always do. Here for the music, the drinks, the ride. Not for your trauma, thread or star sign try. No drama, no guilt, just pure release. Kieran's just here for beers and beats. Someone types, okay, boomer. Oh, it's begun. He replies, I was cooler than your dad, son. Get fucked, all of ya. And he means it kind, in a weird sort of Kieran peace of mind. He don't rage, he just winds them tight, drops a bomb, then logs off for the night. Fucking hate that guy, doesn't matter who, he just says it loud like he always do. Here for the music, the drinks, the ride. Not for your trauma, thread or star sign try. Look, I'm not trying to hurt feelings or nothing. I just think everyone's a bit soft these days. Especially that guy. You know the one. Fucking hate that guy. Get fucked, all of ya. And he means it kind, in a weird sort of Kieran peace of mind. He don't rage, he just wins them tight, drops a bomb, then logs off for the night. Fucking hate that guy, doesn't matter who, he just says it loud like he always do. Here for the music, the drink, the ride. Not for your trauma, thread or star sign try. Fucking hate that guy, doesn't matter who, he just says it loud like he always do. Here for the music, the drink, the ride. Not for your trauma, thread or star sign try.
Not going to lie, it's not a bad little bike, that. That bike there on screen, not a bad little bike. My little Suzuki 650cc, 660cc cruiser. I did make a few mods. The handlebars aren't stock. The blinkers aren't stock. Those eye bolts in the rear fender, they aren't stock. The muffler isn't stock. But going to say that little old bike saw me through a lot. Saw me through a lot, right? You know, sometimes you had that one thing, like you're going through a hard time. You're going through multiple hard times, and then I almost sold the bike. I needed the money. And I called my dad and I said, Dad, I'm thinking about selling the bike to get me out of a spot. And he said, son, don't sell the bike. Oh, by the way, the seat also not stock. Yeah, so I kept the bike and still have the bike. And Are We Not Men has turned up to state the bleeding fucking obvious. As usual, this guy. Seems my songs have moved around. Are We Not Men, just for you. I'm in a good mood. Just for you, brother. You know you love it.
Chat room lights, banjo humming. A wild creature appears in the comments section. Name tag says, "Are we not men?" And the first thing he asks, before anyone even says hello, "Are we not men?" Brother, I don't even think you know what the hell that means. He roll in the chair like he on the damn bar. Keyboard sheriff with a Wi-Fi star. OG status, that's what he claimed, but nobody really know how we got the name. Everywhere we go, we preach one trend. I'm just a good cut, trying to be a good friend. Whole damn chat like, bro, that's nice, but the questions he asks get weird real twice. Are we not men every 5 damn minutes? Like the man stuck buffer in his own damn limits. I'm sitting there thinking while he defend, bro, I don't even.
Bro, you suck. Okay. Here we go.
Does. Andrew, your thoughts on Charlize Theron? She doesn't need a man. She likes banging 26-year-olds when she feels like it. You don't need fathers in life. You just need a strong, badass woman.
Well, you know, it's really funny. The reason nobody cares really very much when a 40-year-old attractive woman has sex with some random young man is because it's not impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah, that's the point he was making about Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue arranged a situation where she fucked 1,000 guys in 12 hours. Not exactly an achievement. Okay. Not an achievement, right?
When men can bang young women, because most men can't bang young women, but most older women can bang young men. So it's just not an impressive accomplishment. Of course, these are the same women who will screech because, you know.
I don't know. I think that's so true. I tend to agree with Andrew Wilson a lot, but what do you guys think? And it seemed like Piers Morgan, it seems like that little guy it seems like he was laughing from experience. This is Andrew Wilson going scorched earth on 3 feminists. I'm guessing that's a feminist.
I didn't realize I was reviewing someone who was reviewing. So I've got no idea who's speaking right now, but that's okay. That's okay. Thanks for the content.
I'm guessing that's a female. I'm not sure, YouTube. I don't want to get my channel banned. And he absolutely destroys them in Piers Morgan.
That's a male.
Censored.
That's a male.
That's
bro.
Taylor Lorenz as well. She is.
This guy's saying that's a female. No, it's not. That's a male, bro. Come on. I'll fight you over this.
Psychotic. I'm excited for this.
You know, Leonardo DiCaprio decides that he wants to change up, at 25 years old, any of the broads he has hanging around. But this is not an impressive accomplishment. All a woman needs to do to get laid is go somewhere where there's men and offer it up. It's not the case for men. So it's an unimpressive accomplishment on its face. As to the rest of what she's saying, this is just normal tripe, right? Her kids are the ones who are going to get punished. They're always the ones who get punished. We can look at the data for outcomes on children who are raised in single mother homes. It's not good. It's not good for their mental health. It's not. And by the way, the rates of abuse from having strange men around skyrocket. Terrible idea. And it's exactly the wrong kind of propaganda.
This is something where I admire Andrew. Okay. So what he's pointing out is he's pointing to the stat that says the most dangerous environment for a young woman is to have the mother having other men around who aren't their father, like stepdads, right? He's a stepdad. I'm a stepdad. So you can make the claim, statistically, the most dangerous environment for a young woman is to have a man in the house who's not your father. And yet both of us are living that experience. But we aren't those guys, okay? That's the thing about this, okay? Because they'll say, oh, you said stepdads are the most dangerous people in the world. Yeah, they are, right? Statistically, yeah. But just not me, okay?
To be pushing.
All right, Taylor Lorenz, isn't it just a factual reality of life that women are predominantly happier with a man by their side and children are predominantly better off in life with a present father?
I think, listen, children are better.
Going to start by saying, while Pierce was asking that question, she had the biggest shit-eating grin on her face. Okay, let's see what she says.
Off in life when they have a loving house.
Oh my God. No, nobody cares about your nuance. It's so irrelevant.
Oh, this
is
guy.
why Taylor Lorenz is
reviewing his
boring
stream.
and she's unmarried and she's single is because it's just a fact. People are happier. Men and women are happier together. Ask married couples who pray together, who love each other, who have children together. They are much happier than when they were serving themselves like Taylor Lorenz. And the fact of the matter is, look at her. Look at her right here when she gets asked this question. It's like something is coming out of her body. It's like she's squeezing out a turd. Watch how this weird smile comes out of her mouth. It's so.
The thing I hate the most is when I'm reviewing some other guy reviewing somebody and he's talking. It's he's doing a good job.
So weird.
Happier with a man by their side and children are predominantly.
Ew. Ew. What is that? It was like, were you squeezing? Are you squeezing when you smile? Why do you squeeze so hard when you smile? That's weird.
Better off in life with a present father.
I think, listen, children are better off in life when they have a loving household, and not all of those households have fathers. I mean, there are lesbian parents, there are, different types of.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. The stats are very specific. You can be in the most loving household all you want, love. The stats are very clear. Mum and dad, okay, best outcome. Then it went to male gay parents, second best outcome. Then it went to lesbian parents, worst outcome. I'm not going to lie. Also, lesbians have the highest rates of domestic violence within a relationship. Right.
Arrangements. I think it's important for kids to have different figures in their life who they can look up to.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Different figures. Shut the fuck up.
And, I think it's really important to expose kids to all different types of figures, but that doesn't have to be, like a man, a cisgender man that's standing around all the time. There's plenty of.
Oh God, I'm with this girl. I'm with this girl in the middle. Who is she? I like her and I like the blue headphones. And
who she is, that's Jebediah. I try to watch her stream. She's kind of a based woman, but her stream, it's like the usual woman prattle. Like I try to listen, but I think she's right. But man, she just talks too much. Okay, not gonna lie.
Andrew's face as well. Oh, children should be exposed to a whole bunch of stuff. Ew, weird. That's weird. That's a weird thing to say. Children should not be exposed to a whole bunch of things. That's why we call them children and we don't act like they're adults.
Correct.
They should not be exposed. They should be protected.
Terrible fathers out there too. So I think it's great that the child is growing up in a loving household, and hopefully, she'll expose the child to lots of different types.
Yeah, but can you acknowledge that we have now been studying this phenomenon of single motherhood for years and years and years, and that the outcomes for children of single mothers tend to be terrible in comparison to the outcomes of children without them? Can you just acknowledge that that is true?
So I think what you're talking about are studies.
I'm asking a question.
It's a yes or no question.
Don't run from the question. Yes or no? I want you to acknowledge with a yes or no, then a qualifier. Yes or no? Isn't it true that outcomes for children when they're raised by single mothers tend to be worse than those with a mother and a father in the house? Yes or no? Then give me your answer.
So I'd love to respond if you stop talking over me.
It's a yes or no question. You can't act like you're having a conversation whenever you don't answer the questions. If I asked you yes or no and you responded with anything other than yes or no, you are not having a conversation in good faith.
Correct.
That is objectively true.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Anyway, most single mothers are not Charlize Theron with millions and millions and millions of dollars. So when you look at studies like that, a lot of it has to do with the economic opportunities that a lot of single mothers have. Women make less than men as a whole. They're subject to more sexism and discrimination. So it can often be more challenging for them to raise a child.
Oh, really? Vintage? What? Mangione is the same woman who got fired from her job after saying the medical CEO, yeah, Mangione, getting unalive in the street was justified because of, yes, I know, right? Okay, so this is so funny. Like Andrew is always so good faith. Like, I don't know how he does it. It's like his fucking superpower. He's so good faith. He's so fucking patient all the time. And yet these people are fucking horrible. He has this gift to engage in good faith with basically demons. Yeah. Oh, can I say it?
So the answer is yes.
No, the answer is Charlize Theron.
It sounds like you just said that the answer is yes. The answer, according to you just now, is yes.
No, any single
And then you just
parent,
make excuses for it. You're like, yes,
Taylor,
but
this is
because
not
women are
right
oppressed.
now. This is so weird. You're like shouting
Taylor,
at me.
can I
Do
jump
you
in
know?
here,
Well, do
Piers?
you know what it
Yeah,
is?
okay, let's bring.
Oh my gosh, you're shouting at me. Stop it. Why can't I spew my nonsense?
Well, to be fair, she's a woman. Okay, she's a woman. You shouldn't speak that way. You see, this is the thing. The women wanted to fucking join the men's spaces. They wanted to get into the fray, debate, argue, be equal. And then as soon as you be equal, they shit themselves.
And why do you have to talk to me like a man? Why can't you control the way you talk to me? Don't you see the way that I smile even though it looks like I'm squeezing out a shit? Shut the freak up. Listen, guys, I'm just kidding. Don't shut up, Taylor Lorenz. Keep using your freedom of expression. YouTube, I love women like this that are psychotic. Content gold. Don't ban me.
Hang on, time out. Let's bring in Jedediah.
Taylor, this is not rocket science. First of all, you lost me at cis male. You just meet a guy, just a man, right? We don't need all these terms, these nonsensical, ridiculous terms that, modern leftists have come up with. It's just a man. Children do better when there is a mom and there is a dad. And the reason is that men and women are completely different. They bring very different things to the table. And children need the role model of a mom and a dad, not just people around. Sure, you can have aunts, you can have uncles, you can have.
It's more than a role model. Role model makes it sound like a bit like social constructionism, like your children learn from you by your role modeling. It's not that. It's a whole different thing. It's much deeper. It's much deeper than that. Role model. Get the fuck out of here.
Friends, but we're talking about the two individuals that are raising children. And let me just ask you this question. Wait, I'm not done yet. You complained that Andrew interrupted you, and now you just interrupted me. I'm not done yet. Charlize Theron, you're right. She is rich. She has a ton of money. But what example do you think she's sending to young women everywhere that this is somehow empowering, that you should strive? By the way, you should strive to be the single mom because you don't have to deal with a guy. You don't have to answer to a man. Oh, isn't that so wonderful? And guess who'll pay the price? My kid. She even says, my kids can tell their story. How unbelievably selfish of her to say, my children will one day to get to tell a story that they had no father because I decided that I just wanted to do this myself, me, myself, and my money. Is that the message that we should be sending to young women?
Lesbian. They shouldn't be able to raise children. You need a man. What about women that raise children?
Yeah, you do. It's called biology. It's almost like.
I was mute. Like I said, didn't realize I was watching some guy doing a review on this. So I thought I was reviewing the original clip. My man's doing okay, but it's correct. I don't need no man. What a fucking retarded thing to say.
Like this was created for a reason. It's almost like we have a creator or we have a species that is, dependent on male and female and them working together in harmony to better humanity by also creating more humans. But see, people like this on the left think that humans are the worst. They're scum of the earth and that the earth is God and that the left is God and that democracy is the only thing worth accomplishing in our human life, and liberty to the point of detriment is precisely what it means to be a freaking American. I'm so free that I can do all of the drugs that I want. Dash America, the American dream, according to Taylor Lorenz. I'm so free that despite not having a father, despite not having a man love me enough to marry me, to intentionally have a baby with me, modern science can prevent it. And of course, there are ramifications when you deny nature like this, but screw it. My kids will tell their story. I think this is called negligence. I think this is called neglect. I think you are not understanding your role properly as a female. And science is trying to tell you everything's cool and dandy because they make a quick buck off of it.
Well, he said women have a role. Okay, he was implying that women have a role. Fucking hot take. So we all know that men have a role. Would anybody disagree that men have a role? And we can also define the role. I bet if I asked 100 people, they could all tell me what a man's role is. Now, on the other side, do women have a role? Do women have a role? Watch people lose their freaking minds. How dare you? How dare you put limits and consequences and responsibilities on women?
About Taylor, no one said what
Talking
should
about
be
single
allowed. I'm not
moms.
talking about.
Well, tell you what I find strange. What I find strange is I know Charlize a bit when she was dating Sean Penn, and I thought she was very nice, but she was always very elegant. If you interviewed her, her whole thing was high end, elegant, all the highest end advertising and so on. And then you see her there in this podcast, and she's like effing and blinding, talking about banging 26-year-olds. Very, very different, Ernest, to the Charlize Theron I thought I knew. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or whatever, but I do wonder if it was a male movie star sitting on a sofa, brazenly boasting about banging 26-year-olds. How old is Charlize? 50. If a 50-year-old male star was boasting about banging 26-year-old girls, right, and he was boasting about not needing a woman in his life, not needing a mother, all these kind of things, but in reverse, I don't think you'd be approving of this, Ernest.
That's all we have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to keep filming this because I am very entertained. If you guys hated my commentary, then do me a favor and don't watch my videos anymore. If you enjoyed my commentary, then do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment down below. You guys, I am trying my hardest to not just be a reaction channel that just grabs content and doesn't give commentary that's entertaining or provides value. I am sorry if I have not provided value for you today. Leave a comment. Tell me how I can improve. Tell me how I can course correct. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.
Shit, the video rang out and a new one started. Okay, that's a little bit fucking scary. Okay. All right, here we are. That was fun. Thank you. The wife just closing the door on the fucking studio to make sure you can't hear the echo from the lounge room where the stream is also playing. Going to do a little dirty grift. We have 5 people watching. I'm going to check the likes. 1 like. What's wrong with you people? Seriously, what's wrong with you people? 5 watching, 1 like. That's rude. That's freeloading. I'll refresh and see how we go. Still 1 like. Well, if that's how you want to play, fair enough. That's fair enough. All right, we'll find something else to watch. Be glad I didn't dislike because you owe my mum retroactive child support. Well, the jury's out. Like, it depends how you turn out, right? If you turn out to be, if you're successful and turn out to be a good husband and father, maybe I could consider paying some reparations. So it's all on you. I'm gonna pass on my generational trauma to you. Okay, so you're gonna have to be the one who fixes this. Okay. All right, we'll share this. Let's just play some more Andrew Wilson. It's so good. Here we go. Gonna check one more time. We have 2 likes. Thank you. Thank you, sir or ma'am. Okay. Good job.
I want you to get married with no prenup whatsoever, completely be financially dependent on a man. Is that what you
Well,
would
first
advise
of
them?
all, the prenup would be better for the man. And why would I want my daughter to marry a man who she didn't trust enough to manage the household finances for them to have complete access to each other's accounts, social media? They're married. They're one flesh. Why get married at all?
Nothing says I choose you and I'm committed to the person.
Like a prenup.
It's a
other
secured
than marriage.
commitment.
Nothing says I choose you like a prenup.
Prenup?
Vintage. No worries. You owe me $20. I don't know. I think the last song you wrote, I think you owe me $20. Like I do like it, but that's a hard case to make.
Nothing says
I'd like to
but
know.
Pikachu,
You're right.
I choose you.
Here's the reality of marriage.
The millennial generation of women is the first generation that can be financially independent without the
Access has
need
changed.
of a man. So the millennial woman can technically afford life for herself.
Do you
It's the
think that's
biggest,
a good
that's the
thing?
biggest crock of shit I
And
ever heard.
so,
Correct.
well, we could disagree.
Correct. That's the biggest crock of shit ever. The millennium woman, any woman can afford her own life. It's let's see how it goes. That's bullshit.
And that's why we're here, right?
Yeah. So when we're
So
talking about
women don't need men financially, therefore they
Yeah.
want them for different reasons,
Do you think that's-
emotional reasons,
do you think
and
that's a good
emotional
thing?
intelligence.
the thing is when you're talking about women not being able to get credit cards, women couldn't incur debt.
Mhm.
They weren't allowed to incur debt.
Yeah.
So who incurs the most amount of debt in modernity?
Okay.
Who? Men or
Well,
women?
women in the United States, correct?
Yeah. So the thing is like that doesn't seem like that's financial independence. It seems like that's financial slavery to me.
Well, they
And-
owe
and
things
not
to
only
the
that,
banks.
Most of the time that they end up with houses, they own more houses than men. They usually get them in divorces, not because.
True. All of the American millionaires and billionaires who are women got their money through divorce. Jeff Bezos's ex-wife got $35 billion. Go girl, you go girl.
Because they bought them
Mhm.
straight out. And the idea here, women could get bank accounts actually. It's just if they were married, they didn't. And it went through the husband because the husband was responsible for all the debt. The women could not incur debt. They could still spend the money, but they
Yeah.
couldn't incur the debt.
Yeah, but they also couldn't take out a loan or have a
They
credit
could take out
card.
loans. They just couldn't take out loans. If they
Fine.
were married, their husband took out the loan because
Correct.
they couldn't incur the debt.
So
that,
they-
that was a good thing.
So there wasn't financial independence, is what I'm trying to say.
There
And
was
that's why-
financial independence.
and that's why
Not if you're
nowadays.
married.
and
No, if
that's
you're married, why would you
yeah.
want? Okay, let's
Correct.
back up.
I
Why
go
would you
ahead.
need financial independence if you're married?
Because when
Because
people
That's
have been, when
counterintuitive.
people have historically been in positions of power over other people, people abuse that power. When you have any kind of relationship in history
This
where
is
there's
femcon stuff.
no, I'm actually extremely conservative, and
That's-
because of
yeah, feminist conservative
no,
femcon.
I'm extremely conservative. I'm extremely conservative.
Because of the fact that men back in the day, again, weren't able to, or women back in the day were not able to be financially independent. They were in a position where they couldn't be their individual selves.
Right this second, right now, as we speak, if you're married, can your wife go into your account and take your money?
Not every relationship
Hang
is
on,
like
let her
that.
answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't understand.
And vice versa as
I
well.
don't. So what do you need independence for?
So you can be your own individual person.
You're still your own individual person.
No, if you don't have any financial
Don't
independence.
allow you to
If I had to rely on my man's
Hang on.
money, I would feel.
Let us finish. Let us finish the engagement.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
Do you really want me to like try to argue with 5 people at once?
We're not arguing. It's a discussion.
Okay.
Mhm.
It sounds like it. So
Sorry that
anyway,
you're taking it that way.
anyway,
Mhm.
Okay, 3 likes, good job. Okay, 3 likes, I'm happy with that. Okay.
So you're married, you have a husband, you need financial independence from your husband?
I think every person should.
Now, hang on. My
Let me answer. You just
question.
asked
I
me a
want to make
question.
sure that
Wait,
you
you
say
asked me
yes
a
or no, and then the qualifier.
Are you asking me a
Yeah,
question?
but
or letting
I
me
need you to answer yes or no, then the qualifier.
No, it's a full
'Cause
answer, right?
Okay, fine. You're not going to answer,
Thank
but go
you
ahead.
so much.
You won't actually answer it.
So yes, I still think that people are individuals, regardless of whether they are in a partnership with somebody else or not, and that's why more women.
So people are individuals, whether they're in a relationship or not. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
Are refusing
Individual from who?
to be married, and I think the number one proof that women weren't happy or satisfied back in the day when they supposedly.
Oh, she said it. Women weren't happy or satisfied. What's wrong with this world? This world where women aren't happy or satisfied. It's a fucking tragedy.
Didn't have to work is that when they were offered the opportunity to join the workforce, they did, right? They did, and they became more financially independent. They joined careers, they got degrees, and so I want it
It's
to
completely
be.
ahistorical. Here's
No.
what actually happened.
Are you telling me I'm saying that? Are you saying that I'm
Oh,
lying?
was she? Can we get a
Turn the
timer
butter.
on it?
She's still making
Turn the
her
butter,
Can we
ladies.
get a
I feel
timer
like.
on it?
Just because you're
Are
married
you
doesn't mean your
okay?
man has all your best interests and your desires at the
Well, they
forefront of
should.
his
That's why you're
heart.
supposed to
them.
marry. They should have your
Is
best
that
interests.
guy.
Well, they're, they
Anyway.
don't.
That
They
can-
should.
that can
That'd
be
be
di-
nice.
Hang on,
in a-
calm down, calm down.
That'd be nice in a
This is-
fantasy world.
Let him
Hang on,
make his
hang on,
point,
chill,
ladies.
chill,
Let him make
chill.
his point, ladies.
The whole thing is ahistorical anyway. The reason that women had to enter the workforce because you couldn't afford anymore to have one income. Most women prefer not to work. Most married women prefer not to work. Most women, when asked, say that they would prefer, if they've been in the workforce, to be out of the workforce. Why? Because most men would prefer to be out of the. It wouldn't it be nice if I
Yeah.
could just sit at home all day and do nothing. That sounds fantastic. But here's
So
the thing.
once
Hang on. Let me finish.
Let
me
him
finish. Let me finish.
his point of view.
So the other thing is all you're advocating is that wives need to have financial independence from their husbands.
Correct.
Why?
So that they
Because
can
we're our own
always
people.
yes, and this
Just
basic,
in case we need to leave
and
them.
this
How is this a
basic-
conservative
listen,
position?
and this basic
It's a
concept that
humanity-
we as conservative women
humanity.
are trying to get men, conservative
Personal
men
rights.
like
Uh-huh.
you, to understand is the reason that there is this complete ideological divide where even conservative women are not getting married.
What is the difference
Yeah,
between this
don't
position
blanket
and the
that.
liberal
Don't
position?
blanket that with
And so,
conservative
and you just
women.
said one sentence that is extremely important,
Yeah.
which is women, they're just going to stay at home and do nothing if they're married. And the fact that you don't understand the intrinsic value of being a homemaker and a wife, that is the reason why there is this problem, right? Just
Oh.
because women have
I
worked
see.
but not have been paid for the work that they do as a homemaker, as a full-time child taker.
This is a
child
feminist
caretaker, right?
position.
No, this is not. This is
This
a
is
common.
unpaid labor at home. It's a feminist position.
Yeah, guys.
It is the ultimate feminist
It is a
position. Women are
capitalist-
getting unpaid labor at home,
No, it is a
taking care of their
capitalist-
children.
Guys,
No, it is
why
an
did
int- it is an intelligent capitalist position.
How is
So-
that in a capitalist position?
So a smart woman is going to consider, hey, am I going to get into a relationship with a man that expects me to cook and clean for us and for our kids in
Which
the
is
day.
work.
How
with
hard
no
is it
income.
to
So
cook and
the
clean
best-
now?
the best- The best example,
As
the
a
best,
wife.
the best example I can put is, you know, let's say that you have a child that is yours biologically dropped at your doorstep one day. The mother's nowhere to be found. You now have to take care of this child. How do you take care of that child if not by paying somebody to cook for it, to feed it, to look for it right around the clock?
you had
So
to work, you mean?
caretaker. So you would have to.
Well, hang on. The
You would have to
qualifier.
stay going to
Hang on.
work.
The qualifier is
Uh-huh.
if you weren't independently wealthy, right? If you were working.
If you're in your current position right now, how much do you think you would have to shell out to maintain that child that is biologically yours and just got to your doorstep? And I'll tell you,
Depends on the choices I want to make for
well,
the kid.
research, there has been research on
Mhm.
this, and they quantified it to a number, to over $200,000 a year.
It does not cost $200,000 a year to raise a kid.
Okay. So Andrew worked night shift, did 60 to 70 hours a week to take care of his family. What has this girl done? What has she done? Right? This drives me nuts. This drives me fucking nuts to hear young entitled women trying to teach old G's about life.
Wait,
Okay,
really
well-
quick on this
well,
point.
If you want good
wait,
care,
wait,
it might.
Really quick on this point, and then I'll pass it right back to Andrew. Can you break down the $200,000 for us?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
So imagine right now,
Mhm.
food services, right? So breakfast, lunch, and dinner
Yep.
made for 2 people. And if you have kids, you have to add that as well. If you take kids to school, then that is a personal driver, right? The entire time that you take them to school, or you can homeschool, you know, that would make things easier.
Or you just drive them
Shopping,
and drop them off
shopping.
at school.
Grocery
bus.
shopping, which
Or
takes
the
time.
bus. Yeah.
Grocery shopping, which takes time. Planning out meals, planning out the kids' activities.
We're just describing
which is a
regular human
personal, which is a
things.
personal assistant. Well, no, people get paid for those kinds of things.
Yes,
and
that's
here's
true.
the thing.
Yeah, but that's
What's,
I'm not,
what's
I'm
the
not,
math?
I'm not
Yeah,
advocating.
watch,
What's
that's
math?
what we want to
So
know.
this is
Because women will
something-
do this
yeah.
thing like, and it's very.
The math is
hold on, it's-
Googleable.
No. But what you'll do is, hold on. What you'll
Uh-huh.
do is you'll take, okay, how much does a professional cleaner make in a year? And
Mhm.
maybe that's 30, 40, 50,000. And you're going to tack that on. But professional cleaners are cleaning 40 hours a week.
Mhm.
So,
So-
you,
so
you
that's
are
definitely not
considering like, so, okay, for example, if you were to hire a professional cleaner once per week,
Mhm.
how much would that cost?
Yes.
That might be more attuned
Yes,
to.
correct.
Right,
I'm
but
going
it's
off
not.
of those
But
numbers.
some
Nannies
people are
aren't
going to. Some people are going to collapse the entire yearly earnings of all these industries. So okay,
That's not
driver.
what they did in those
Okay.
studies, though. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I was asking for a breakdown.
Correct.
on
That's
those
not what I'm.
So are you also doing the?
Oh, damn. She's doing the feminist thing, talking about unpaid labor. Okay. She's doing the thing. The funny thing is, the feminists hate capitalism, but they pull this thing where they go, women work in the home doing cleaning and laundry, unpaid labor, which seems to be a capitalist perspective, right? They hate capitalism, but they want their pay for doing the unpaid labor.
Factoring in as to men are they're basically unpaid yard work and
No.
they're unpaid executive protection.
There's a bunch of holes in what you said. The first hole is, do you want to outsource your child to other people?
No.
Well,
I don't.
then I don't understand. Where does the financial independence thing come in?
So I actually support women that want to be stay-at-home moms.
No, that's
and
not
stay.
my. I'm not asking who you support.
I know, but let me answer the question.
Hang
you
on.
asked
Let me.
right?
I want to make sure that you understand the question I asked
Go
you.
ahead.
So I'm going to ask you to repeat the question I asked you.
Mhm.
The question I'm asking you is, do you want mothers who are at home
Yes.
to outsource their children? And if you do or don't, how are they able to be financially independent? Can you repeat that for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you believe that women should financially outsource taking care of their kids? And I think that depends on the
What's the
individual.
second part?
And I think that
What's the
depends
second part
on
of the question?
Individual.
The second part.
There's women that want to be full-time mothers and stay at home with their kids, and there's women that want to have a career and also have kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. And the fact that we're chastising those kinds of women is why, again, we are in this
How
battle
does
of
a
the sexes.
woman How does a woman maintain financial independence?
Yes.
Meaning, how does she work
While also
if she
taking care of
stays
the
at
kids.
home with her kids?
You
How?
can have a part-time job or work
People
remotely.
criticizing women
A lot of
for
people's
being
jobs
working
are
I have-
online these
You
days.
guys are saying that most people, women don't want to work, men wouldn't want to work if they could choose. But personally, it would be my dream to be able to have a family and have the freedom to have my side hustle and have my business. I don't need to work like a dog. I can have it all.
Do you see
The first part was right. Most women don't want to work. Okay, they don't. They don't want to work. But I want to have my side hustle. Want to have my independence.
that massive hole
You
with
can't
that?
have it all.
I don't wanna
No,
work.
you can't. You have it all.
Hang on, hang on.
I never want to have
You really
it.
can. If you work,
there's
if you
a
work
few-
for an exception, you could have.
Hang on, one at a time, one at a time.
One at a time.
Calm down, calm down.
One at a time. I think the answer to that is remote work. And I
There's
think
only been like 2 at a time this whole time.
and that
almost.
is that is remote work. That is also work that requires being a small amount of time in the office, and you can homeschool.
You can
So
make jewelry.
homeschooling is a great
Mhm.
option. I plan to homeschool my kids in the future. That means that you only take 2 to 3 hours a day. Actually, it's not 8 hours like public school, i.e. government indoctrination centers. You take 2 to 3 hours taking care of your kids, educating your kids, instilling the moral values
see
that
the
you
new-
want in them.
Do you see the new
And
hole
then
you
you
just
have-
made in your ideology, though?
And then you have the rest of the day to also do your
Mhm.
job, whatever it is that you
Where
are
do your
passionate
kids go
about,
while you do
right?
your job?
Whatever you're passionate about, and you
Mhm.
can bring your kids along.
So the
to
way
it.
that women have financial independence,
Mhm.
What
it's
job
while
allows you
they
to bring your
don't
kids?
outsource the child care is by having part-time remote work. Now, question,
Mhm. It exists.
does she get to keep all that money, or does that go to the contribution of the household?
I think it should. Yes.
I think it depends
Then
on the
if that's the
relationship.
case, how is she being financially independent
Because
again?
maybe she
Hey,
can have
let
all
her
the
let her
money.
answer.
Because she can still have personal accounts that she only
This is the where the rubber hits the road. Okay, she's going to say, our money is my money, and my money is my money. Okay, they want to be embedded into a family, right? Shared accounts. You know, the money is all for the family, but I still want to have my side gig where I have my own money.
has access to, and you also have joint.
So
accounts
that
as
she
well.
gets, so she's keeping the money away from the contribution of the household in a personal account that nobody else
For
has
her
access
own
to.
self.
I think that every single adult, male and female, should have a
Should.
prenup.
Well, I think hair and nails are fucking expensive. Okay, it's true. And in my experience, hair and nails are expensive. So she should have. She can contribute to the family, but she should also have a side hustle where she can pay for hair and nails on her own.
And that should be part of that as well for
Uh-huh.
their own personal protection. But I think overall, the reason for the prenup.
So you're advising women to hide money
No,
from the
it's not
household.
hiding.
How can
It's
you
not
hide
hiding if
something
they
that
have
is
it.
This is what
hiding?
works
for
That
her
is-
is
hold on,
hiding
girls.
money.
How
Not
is
all.
It's
how
not
is
hiding.
hold on, girls. How is
Everyone
There's not
knows
a
what the numbers-
traditional-
Everyone knows the
Hold on,
numbers.
guys.
No
This
one's
is like
hiding.
on,
even
guys.
if this was the traditional
Stop
structure, it
speaking.
still would not be the traditional structure. Like, it wouldn't be
Yes.
for everyone.
But how is it hiding if it's something that was previously agreed upon
Well,
before coming into a marriage?
Here's what's funny. When
Yeah,
you're
what is funny?
talking about advising, you're like, listen, women,
Uh-huh.
what I want you to do is have your own independent money. And the way that you can do this and not outsource the childcare so you don't have to work is hopefully you can be one of the few.
So you don't have to work.
Hang
I'm
on.
not,
Hang
I'm
on.
not saying
Hang
that.
on. So, well, yes, you are. You have to work in order to get money.
Yes. Yes.
So
You
then
said
yes.
So you don't have to work.
Yeah. So,
So that you
so
can
let me
work,
give
you
let me
mean.
give the position.
Right. So
okay.
you can.
Let me give
work.
the position,
Okay.
and I'll make sure I'm steel manning it.
Mm.
Women should have own money. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
They get money by working. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Women have children,
Mhm.
and you don't want them to outsource the care of the children to other people.
It
You-
depends on
Okay,
the occasion.
but if they want to
if
not
I want to go on
outsource,
vacation,
well, you would agree with me.
yes.
It's better for the outcomes of children if they don't.
If I want to go on a date night with my husband, yes, I
That's
will
not outsourcing
outsource.
care.
Yeah, that is exactly what
come
I'm
on.
referring to.
No,
about
no.
outsourcing care.
Okay, just gonna say, date night with your wife is gay. Okay, that's a Jordan Peterson thing. It's a fucking new age thing. Oh, you have to make sure you go on a date night with your wife. Get the fuck out of here. You're living your life together. You're embedded in each other's lives. Date night? The fuck.
Hiring a babysitter for 6 hours is far different than sending your
So we
kid.
have different
No, we don't have a different. This is so absurd.
You're arguing in bad faith.
We're
You
gonna
know what
argue.
it means.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, can you come babysit tonight? Oh, you just outsource the care of your. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about long-term outsourcing of the raising of your children to
Which I
other
don't
people.
You're talking
I
about
want
nanny
Exactly.
raising.
So what if
So
you
So
want
then
to
if
live
I'm-
a nanny?
You got to stop
Yeah.
interrupting, or I can't. We'll never get through the argument. I promise we'll be able to engage. But walking through the argument,
On your time.
woman stays home. Right, well, who's having the argument? So woman stays home, and you want her to have her own money. You don't want her to outsource the care of the children. That means that she has to get some kind of remote job while she's at home.
Mhm.
But instead of contributing all of that to the joint household expenses, you still are recommending that she hold some of it in reserve, right? In her own account that her husband can't access.
Yeah, and the man as well. Yes.
He doesn't need to.
How
not
does
know
that
about
not
it.
create a massive division in the marriage? Why not just share everything in the marriage? You're married.
Because
Because
things are allowed.
there's
All right, I'm gonna share a thing. When me and my first wife got divorced, we sold the house, and we were on good terms. And the lawyers told us we need separate accounts to put the money in from the sale of the house. And me and my ex-wife said, just put it into our joint account. Well, it'll be fine. And they said, we really prefer to not do that, because they didn't trust that people can trust each other. So what Andrew's saying is, in a real marriage, okay, you trust each other. And she's saying, yeah, got to have a bit of money for myself.
Because women are selfish.
There's a fund for that.
If you have a daughter,
How much money do you think people make?
Okay, if you have a daughter,
I do have daughters.
You do have a daughter, and when they grow up,
Mhm.
would you tell them, honey, I want you to get married with no prenup whatsoever, completely be financially dependent on a man? Is that what you
Well,
would
first
advise
of
them?
all,
So vintage. To be fair, the lawyers in this situation are right 99.9% of the time. That's fair. But the point I'm making is that 0.1%, that's where we're at. Okay. It's a thing called trust.
the prenup would be better for the man. For her,
I'm not talking about
for
the
her
man. I'm talking
having
about your daughter.
that's what I'm
Wait, let him answer.
That's what I'm saying. The prenup would actually be better for the man. So I would tell her not to get the prenup, because if they got a divorce, she's going to actually have an advantage in court. That's the first
That's not
thing.
necessarily
It
true.
is necessarily
not
true. It is true.
It is
But here's
factually untrue, but
it's
continue.
factually is true.
Go ahead.
So here's the other part of this that's funny. And this moves into the ideology, right? Why would I want my daughter to marry a man who she didn't trust enough to manage the household finances, or even if they jointly manage the household finances, for them to have complete access to each other's accounts, social media? They're married. They're one flesh. They're one flesh.
Do you get to make a choice on who
So
she
don't marry
marries,
him.
though?
No.
Okay, so then you trust your
You
daughter.
asked me what I would advise.
I'm just pointing out that it's hypocritical to say that you don't believe women and men should have prenups when you know that you wouldn't advise your daughter to get into a marriage without a prenup with a man. Period. You wouldn't.
No, I literally told you the prenup would be in favor for the man, not for her.
That is not true.
It is true. It's definitely true.
Maybe because she doesn't have money to begin with.
Hold on, guys.
Yes.
So saying that you don't want a prenup is the equivalent of saying that you don't believe that you'll amount to anything in life that will be worth something that somebody else wants to.
Yeah, that's not saying that at all.
Yes, it is.
No, what it's saying is that
Yes, it is.
you have
What if
faith. You have faith. Okay, so
What if I make
Yes, you have faith. What the fuck is this girl talking about?
more than my husband in the future. And I
What
hope
if
that
you
I do. And I hope that he makes more than me. It doesn't
So you're
really
preparing
matter.
for failure.
No, I'm preparing for.
You're preparing for
both of
failure.
us being successful.
hmm
And
For
that being
failure.
the case.
You're preparing for failure.
No.
Then why do you need the prenup?
Can we
Because
just answer
I
what if she's
believe in
coming into this
statistics
situation
and
with
90% statistics, right?
Mhm.
90% of marriages end up in
And who are
divorce.
they mostly initiated by?
Just because, oh my gosh. Well, my
Who are they mostly initiated
my
by?
ex-employer Charlie Kirk answered this question not
Mm-hmm.
too long ago when he was on the.
Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Teriak is saying, like and sub mofos. If you won't bring in a raid, then shut. Oh, it's a fucking Teriak raid. you bastard. You little Irish bastard. Fucking. In comes the fucking leprechauns. We got Rule. We got Darth. We got Teriak. Yeah. Same brother. Thank you. By the way, Teriak, William Gramer works too hard on the fucking grift. You have to pull that boy back. You got to reel him in. Okay? He goes too hard trying to make you money. Who needs money? And we have Charlie Kirk will be rolling in his grave if he knew this chick was correct. OV, the smartest comment of the night. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. William is the MVP. William is a cocksucker. Oh, sorry. Oh, I said it out loud. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Anyway, Teriak, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Oh, do I have a I don't have a Teriak thing available right away. I wish I had, like the Irish brother. If I play the Irish brother, it's got to be like I've got to cut this off and bring it up. So we'll do more of this. Fucking Teriak, you asshole. Okay, thank you.
Podcast or it was on one of his Prove Me Wrongs. And just because women first initiate divorces doesn't mean that men aren't the first ones to start the process or give them a reason to. So that is a completely illogical.
Then how come they don't put as the reason things like irreconcilable differences? They're not putting things like domestic violence, cheating, things like this. Are just putting irreconcilable differences. Your
Okay.
former employer, by the way, Charlie Kirk, would have completely and totally agreed with me on what marriage
not
was.
on this subject.
Yes, on
And
this subject too.
verbatim, this can be looked up. Googled.
Okay, so
He
if
does
Charlie
not
Kirk is
believe that-
recommending to his daughters to get a prenuptial agreement.
I don't know because
Did he have one with
unfortunately
Erica?
because he's not here, and I don't know that either.
Yeah, of course not. He didn't. I guarantee you he didn't.
I hope that you are, not saying things that aren't true. But
I'm pretty
anyways,
confident that Charlie Kirk did not have a prenup with Erica.
You really
Kirk.
can't speak for him.
That's fair. I reckon that's fair. It's Andrew's making an assumption, but I reckon it's probably fair that Charlie Kirk didn't have a prenup with his wife because they based their marriage on mutual trust. Something missing today, right? There's something missing. Mutual trust. I love you. You love me. Let's go. Let's go. But there's one thing. Just sign this fucking contract. Get the fuck out of here.
Correct.
I mean, I can call Jack Prosovic and ask him right now. I bet you he's going to tell him. I bet he would.
That's a dishonor.
That was like his best friend.
That's a very
Wait, can I ask one question?
dishonest take.
Do you think,
don't
look in the camera and say that you think that Charlie Kirk had a prenup with Erica Kirk?
I don't know.
Yeah,
whether or
exactly.
not They had a prenup, but
Ridiculous.
This is the honest take.
Yeah.
I don't
Kirk
know.
would-
and neither do you.
So not only that,
Can you
though,
admit
the
that you don't know for a
problem
fact?
is,
Can you admit that you don't know
well,
for a fact?
you can't know it for a
Did
fact.
he have a
But I would
prenup?
I think doing a prenup in marriage is setting yourself up for divorce. Like you're saying, let's get married, but here's a contract. So when we get fucking divorced, it's no. Oh my God. People have forgotten about fucking just love and trust, right? Like this is insane.
say I doubt it. I doubt
Okay,
it.
so you don't know for a fact.
Yeah,
correct?
but I doubt it.
But you don't know for a fact.
I mean, I don't know for a fact that you're
That's
who you
okay.
say
That's
you
the
are.
point I'm trying to make. Thank
So
you.
there's like a statistical average here.
Thank
There's going to be some doubt,
Thank you.
but I
Okay.
doubt it.
Can I give a
Not only
scenario?
that, let's point this out though. You still have
One sec,
massive
you gotta
holes.
wait.
You still have massive holes in your logic.
Go
And
for
the huge hole in your logic is if you're advising women to not outsource their care, try to get some kind of remote job. What I don't understand is why you're trying to pit the husband and wife against each other, though.
not.
Why
Yes.
is it that
Yes.
she doesn't have as much responsibility to the contribution of the household as he does? If he wants to have access to her money, why shouldn't he be allowed to do
Very
that?
Let's
Vice
talk-
versa?
Let's talk facts and statistics.
Mhm.
Statistically speaking,
Yeah.
couples that have prenups
Mhm.
last longer and don't get divorces. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't even think that's true, actually.
It is, and you can.
I actually thought the same thing. That's a fucking lie. I just thought that's a lie. Show me the stats. Show me the stats.
Anybody
But I
watching
would
this
say it's
can look this
likely
up.
true
No, it is true. It is
okay,
true.
I would say it's probably likely true if it
It
is.
is true.
If
So
hang
why
on,
do you
calm
think
down,
it
ladies,
is?
so I can answer. I
Why do
think
you
it would
think
be
it is?
likely due to wealth because wealthy people divorce less, and wealthy people are the more likely to get prenups. Therefore, I would say it's probably the most likely. Wealthy people get prenups. Wealthy people are the least. What you're doing is causation correlation.
No.
Because it correlates that people with prenups get divorced less. And it also correlates that
fact.
people who are wealthy get divorced less. Why should we use your correlate that it's the prenup which prevents them from getting
No,
divorced
I
rather
just
than the wealth?
presented a fact, which is that those
And what
people.
does that correlate to, though?
It correlates to, and divorce lawyers speak on this, it's the
Mhm.
fact that those couples are the ones that have the difficult conversations on money, on lifestyle, and all of those things, and put it down on paper.
Because they have it.
Before
Mhm.
they get married.
Because
That's
they
what-
have it.
Because that's what responsible people
Yeah, because
do.
they're wealthy.
Because that's what emotionally intelligent people do.
Most people do not have the wealth to even worry about a
Do you
prenup.
think that non-wealthy people don't get prenups?
I am
Not
a
often, no.
wealthy person that got a prenup.
Not often. Often.
There you go.
Often. Well,
She's a non-wealthy
that's nice.
person
Okay,
that-
yeah.
Okay,
Are
so
are women on
So did she just
are women
prove
on
you
average shorter than men? Oh, I'm not shorter than
what
most
would you
men.
consider wealthy?
Probably 500,000 plus.
Okay, and that is
Mhm.
what percentage of the population?
Very
that
small
has-
percentage.
Very small percentage,
Mhm.
but we still have a lot more than what 5% of prenups, like 5% of people that get
They
married get
usually
prenups?
correlates with the wealthy.
Yes, but no, we have a lot more prenups than we have
Yeah,
people
but
that qualify
what you would
as
need to
wealthy,
show us,
according to you.
Yeah, what you would need to show us though isn't that there's no poor people who get prenups, because that was never the statement. What you'd need to show us was whether or not it's the case that the correlate here isn't that wealthy people get divorced less because they're wealthy, or it's the case that it's because they have a prenup they're getting divorced less. I would say it's due to the wealth,
Well, I asked you what
because
you-
that
I
correlates with
asked you
higher
what you
forms of
think
education.
The correlation was so.
I just told you.
Okay.
It's going to
so-
be wealth and education. Those are the things that correlate with less divorce.
Right.
Can I
So,
ask
but regardless, when you have a
Gotta wait.
prenup,
Just wait.
Mhm.
but regardless, when you
jumping
have
and
a
jumping
prenup,
to the
then
next.
absolutely, then hold on, because I was like getting a little distracted here. Regardless, if you do have a prenup, then there.
Look, it's a hard place to be in. Okay, so I reckon the best situation is when a man and a woman meet each other and they both have nothing. That's the best basis for a relationship, because then you don't need a prenup. This idea that I'm rich, you're not, or she's rich, you're not, we have to have a prenup, kind of undermines the whole concept of joining your life together. So I'm advocating people should get married when they're poor. Okay? Then they should fight together. They should be each other's ride and die. Go through life, build your life together.
There's a high probability that you stay married. So wouldn't you say it's a good
That's
thing?
not.
Would you say
no,
it's a good
that's
thing for marriage?
you have to demonstrate it's because of the prenup and not because of the other correlates, which would be wealth and education, which are the higher contributing factors for lessening divorce.
So only
How-
wealthy.
show me how the correlate of a prenup, like, do poor people with prenups get divorced less? Can you show that?
I think that
Can you show
those
it,
are the
though?
statistics that you need to.
No,
find
you're looking at
online.
an average of all prenups and saying, okay, on average, this has some correlate
I
to
know
a
that
smaller
being
percentage.
wealthy isn't the reason, because you just said wealthy.
Ah, shit. I'm old school. I'm old school. Not a boomer. not a boomer. My dad was a boomer. I'm a Gen X. But to me, old school is you meet a woman or a woman meets a man, you fall in love, you jump in together to carve out life for yourselves. This prenup shit, this prenup is a precursor for divorce. It seems that way to me. It just seems like, let's say I get married, and before we get married, let's talk about what happens when we get divorced. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Wealth
You-
is
it's
tied.
$500,000 or more.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you that
Yes.
that is what maybe the top 5% of the population,
Mhm.
but a lot more than the top 5% of the population get prenups. Yes or no?
Wealth.
Yes or no?
Yes, of course. But
Yes. Okay. So it's
that
not
doesn't
wealth.
make your point.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Do you agree with me that on average, men are taller than women?
Yes.
Okay. But do you also agree that some women are taller than the average
What
man?
the heck does this
Answer
have
my
to do
question.
with
Do you agree that?
You're off topic. Can I just
Stop. Jeez. Do you agree
You
with
asked
me?
Andrew a question,
Yeah.
he answered it. He asked you a question. Please answer.
Do you
his
agree with
question.
me that there are some women, though, who are taller than average men?
Yes.
Does that eliminate the fact that on average, men are taller? Of course not, right?
No.
Okay, so when we're talking about a correlate
Mhm.
here, we're going to use the same standard.
Mhm.
Do you agree with me that people who have high educations or higher education
Mhm.
get divorced less?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Do you also agree that there's a correlate between people who have higher education and wealth?
Yes.
Okay, so now we are agreeing
Mhm.
that wealthy people and highly educated people get divorced less. Those are also the people most likely to get prenups. Just because other people also get prenups who aren't them doesn't mean that the contributing factor here to the lesser divorce has anything to do with the prenup. Do you understand that now?
I understand what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
I understand what you're saying, and I
Okay.
agree with what you're saying.
Okay.
However,
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is that I think it is good for not just rich people to be the ones getting prenups, so that
Well, that's a different
so that-
argument, though.
No, that is my original argument, right?
Yeah,
that is what
that's-
that's the point I've been trying to make.
But you're saying the reason is because that's going to contribute to lesser divorce in
Yes.
people who aren't wealthy.
Yes.
What I'm asking you is to demonstrate that part, not if people who are wealthy and have high education get lesser divorce also have more prenups, but whether or not people who have prenups who aren't in those categories are actually getting divorced less because of the prenup. That's what I want the demonstration of.
Gotcha. I understand what you're saying. So if
I don't know. Like, I admire Andrew, and I agree with him. He's taught me a lot. I still think prenups. I'm just thinking for average people. For average people, I'm thinking prenups. No, it's a bad foundation to. It's a bad foundation to ground your marriage on. Should be I trust you, you trust me, right? Simple as that. Fuck the prenups.
again, only top 5% of the population qualifies as wealthy, according to you, and they do get a prenup, and as a result, they
Well,
don't,
hang on. That
and-
was off the cuff.
and
Whatever they
don't-
consider
okay,
wealthy
and
to
they
be.
don't get divorced. Cool, that's great,
As
fantastic,
much.
good for them. Now, for the rest of the population that doesn't qualify as wealthy, according to you, the 500 threshold, it could be more than that.
Mhm.
And they stay married as well. Why do you think that is? Because it's clearly not wealth that's keeping them together. It must be the fact that they are responsible.
Okay, this is very engaging content. But chat, you're being slack. Chat, where are you? Hit me up in chat. Say something. Apparently, we have 10 watching and we have 6 likes, which is, not bad. Not bad. But chat, come on. Get in there. Just do a hello, do a 07, do something. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of retards sitting around watching other people talk.
Individuals
No,
that get together.
that
Wait,
doesn't
let me
follow.
finish my thought. Responsible individuals that get together
Darth, good to see you. Good to see you.
and talk about the reasons why they want to be in a marriage in the first place.
That's not even
where
an
they share
argument.
responsibility. Yes, because if
That's
it's
not even an argument. That doesn't even logically follow. You're just saying, I agree with you, Andrew, that people who have prenups who are also in these high categories for lesser divorce. I agree that those are the contributing factors for the lesser divorce. But I also just assume that other people who get prenups who aren't in those wealthy or highly educated categories also get divorced less based on I made it up.
No, based on facts.
What's the fact?
People that get prenups don't get divorced.
Okay, but is it because
most
of the
of them.
prenup?
No, I don't think
Exactly.
It's because
So
of the
then
prenup.
who cares? Well, how does that make your
So
argument
why is
then?
it a bad thing for people to get it?
Well,
Why are you so against it?
First of all, I'm not against prenups. That's
Okay.
not the point. But I'm not going to let you get away with the argument that just having a prenup is going to lead to lesser divorce. That's not the strong correlate here. The strong correlate is going to be higher education, wealth. Those are the things which usually inspire people to get prenuptial agreements to begin with, and those are already in the categories of people who get divorced less. So if that's the case,
Look, if I
when
got
you say
married-
an auto mechanic gets a prenup with a waitress, right? What part of the prenup
Mhm.
is the mass consideration for divorce here? They don't have nothing.
Okay, so
Mechanics
that's
can make a lot of
what
money,
you
so I
can't
disagree on
possibly
that.
conceptualize, and that's why it is a problem.
And a lot
The
of money
fact that
well
the
spent.
fact that you're
Right.
thinking that those two people, that the waitress and the mechanic, can't make money in the future
I'm
after
not
they
saying
get
they
married.
can't.
That is what I'm saying. That's
And
okay. So
one
that-
of
no,
the
that is
points-
premise that you're saying.
No,
One of the
I'm not.
points she made earlier
I'm saying
is that
if a
the prenup-
mechanic and a waitress,
Uh-huh.
they have a prenup,
Yes.
and then like 3 years later they get a divorce,
Okay.
right? But that was, I don't know, on average like a year longer than most people. How would the prenup have done anything with that exactly?
Well, first of all, it's very unlikely that they get.
Well, we can equate prenup with paternity tests. Okay. Do you think chat? Do you think married couples should have mandatory paternity tests? So, if your wife's pregnant, should you have to demand a paternity test to make sure she didn't cheat on you? My answer is no. My answer is no. Okay. Because
Get divorced in the first place.
Of course,
because of that.
hypothetically, I'm just
No,
saying.
objectively
Okay,
speaking.
but
because of-
hypothetically, I'm saying.
But hypothetically, right? The good thing is if they do get a prenup and they do get divorced, is that they set the standards for their divorce instead of some random person in the U.S. government.
Okay,
Isn't
so
that a good enough reason
well,
to? Yes
what-
or no? Good enough
no,
reason?
no. That's
No,
not
you
a good
want the
enough reason for a
government to make the
prenup.
decision
No.
for you.
Well, then why get married?
Why get
Why get married?
right, guys? Why get married?
Answer my
For-
question.
good question. Why get married? Very good question. Why get married? Okay. Well, by the way, I'm married. But good question. Why get married?
Get married. Forget love.
You can't have love. You can't have love without marriage. You
reasons.
can't have love without marriage. Can't have children without marriage. Can't have those things without marriage. Why
I'm
get
saying that
married
you
at all?
can.
If the whole idea here from you,
There's many
from the
reasons to get
FemCon,
married.
the FemCon idea, don't marry yourself to the state, get a prenup instead. It's like, okay, well then why get married at all? Can you explain that to me?
Because right now marriage is a legal institution as well. It didn't used to be.
Why
right?
that's the same thing you're advising a prenup
so since
for?
it is, you're denying reality.
Good morning, good sir.
Yeah, but if you say hang on. Go on. Yeah. Go on.
Hello.
All right, love you.
Sorry.
All right, see ya.
Thanks out.
All right. Okay. So
And Remy.
why get married? Okay, well, why have a prenup? Why have a paternity test? Okay. I think marriage is the ultimate trust. Maybe I'm crazy. I think marriage is the ultimate trust. You're gonna do a prenup and a paternity test? Oh my god.
Which is that marriage is a legal concept.
Why do they even need to get married at all then?
You're
so
legally married
arguing now
after.
against marriage. Is that the case?
How is that me arguing instead of asking you a question? What's the difference between a question and an argument?
You just said why get married
Are
at all?
questions arguments?
Questions are not.
Y'all are
arguments.
stating
Great.
opinions.
So then I asked you a question.
And having a
That's the
debate.
opposite of an
Question.
argument. The question is, why get married at all then?
Why get married at all? Because you want somebody to witness your life, because you want a life partner, because of love, because that is
Okay.
what creates healthy, intelligent children that
Security.
can see parents that are in a healthy relationship,
Uh-huh.
that love each other. There's so many benefits to marriage, and I want people to get married.
So help me out here.
But you're not helping the cause.
This is
why I'm
this
here.
is so hang on. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is so strange. Tell me any of those things that you just listed
Mhm.
that you can't have absent marriage.
Absent of marriage,
Mhm.
because you don't have commitment. You don't have
Why
it-
not?
Because you don't nothing says I choose you and I'm committed to the person.
Like a prenup.
It's a
other
security
than marriage.
commitment.
Nothing says I choose you like a prenup.
Prenup?
Oh, it's fucking mute. Okay. Nothing says I choose you like a prenup. Like, seriously. Seriously. Look, I love Andrew's work. I do. I do love Andrew's work. But, you know, prenup is not a great basis for a relationship or a marriage. DNA test for... Okay. So you have sex with your wife, she gets pregnant, and you go off to do a DNA test. Not so sure about that. Not so sure about that. Okay, we're doing a dirty grist. I'm going to fucking refresh and see what's going on. We have 8 watching, and we have 7 likes. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, unless chat can give me something to watch, we're going to have to find... Oh, here we go. Did you see the Isaac Butterfield Stalker? No, I didn't. I saw the promo. Fuck, I'll try and find it. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. We'll try. We'll try. All right. Okay. Okay. Seems to be a thing. Seems to be a thing. So we'll share it and see what happens.
I would be lying if I said I was happy with the outcome of the court case. Like, I didn't want this guy's life to be ruined. I just wanted some accountability and for him to be punished for the bullshit that he put me and my family through. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a stalker, someone who was sending me countless messages non-stop, hundreds of these. And it wasn't a stalker in the old school way of, hey, he thinks you're super hot, you know, he wants to be with you. No, he wanted me very dead, it would appear. I made a video all about it, and if you did not see that video, here are some of the highlights of the amazing messages that this beautiful human sent to me. Better go into hiding when Trump wins next week. I'm a real man. You are not. Okay, this fucking got to me a little bit. The downside of pandering to the far right just to make a quick buck. I know you're all proud and shit, but if I were you, I wouldn't have had kids. Just more shit for you to lose at the end of the day. Shit like that. That angers me. That really angers me. Subject, death threat. Name, fuck you. Okay. Message, your ideology and way of rationalizing incel behavior, never done that in my life, ruined mine and my family's life. Did it? And yeah, a lot of that is your low IQ fan base, but that won't save you. If you ever come to, I've removed the name there, please, for your own safety, never come to that place, lol, you or your virgin fan base. He kept talking about his hometown. He said, as long as I'm stuck here and angry, if you ever come here, I will kill you and your gross, ugly wife and throw your baby on the Stewart Highway. This bullshit rhetoric you've pushed as a so-called intellectual is responsible for incel attacks. And the simple fact remains, I never make pro-incel content ever in my entire life. In fact, I've been very critical of them. And the simple fact remains that some retribution is owed to normal Australians with normal jobs. Name, die. I posted that video and I just want to take an opportunity to say thank you to all the people who reached out. There was an outpouring of support. It was very, very nice of you all. And so thank you for that. To the police, the detectives, the prosecutors, everyone who busted their ass for this when they've got so many more important things to do, thank you very much. This took 2 years to come to an end. Hopefully it's come to an end. And I want to give you the update of what actually happened when this man went to court and how he was sentenced, because I'm pretty pissed off with the outcome. I'm happy, I guess, but I'm pissed off at the same time. I don't know what I expected to happen, but the judge put it like this. He said that this case was on the higher end of objective seriousness. It had racial undertones, homophobic undertones. Some of the weird things he was saying to me was crazy. The judge went on to say the threats to my wife, my tiny child, my disabled brother, my father. He quoted specific threats in his judgment of the case, and he acknowledged the impact on my life, my family's life, us going out into public, all that type of shit. So what did he get? Well, even though the judge said it was such a serious offense, he took into account the fact that this man had a very limited criminal history. He had mental health issues. He had a problem with alcohol, it would appear. And thus, he gets an AVO. He can't contact me.
Wow.
Cool. And yeah, I get it.
Wow.
The defense did their job. They pleaded the mental health case. They said he hasn't done this type of shit before and all that type of stuff. They did their job, but I'm a bit pissed. All he got was the AVO that was already there, basically meaning he can't commit any more crimes for 24 months. Which, isn't that for everybody? He has to have supervision by the community corrections, community service works, curfews, treatment or rehabilitation programs. He has to abstain from alcohol, or he could go to jail if he does break any of those. He also received 300 hours of community service. He also received a $5,000 fine, and he was on the cusp of being incarcerated, sentenced to actual jail time. But because he entered an early guilty plea, that discount, I didn't know that was how the courts worked, but apparently it does, was taken into account, and he didn't have to go to jail. As I said, I didn't want this guy's life to be ruined. I wasn't even sure if I wanted him to have to go to jail. But I feel like you should be punished, well, a little bit more severely than this for doing shit like this. Also, quick note, the $5,000 fine, can I have that cash? I'm the fucking victim here. Come on, who gets the money? But what does it also say to other people who make YouTube videos or Instagram content, TikTok content? Do people who don't like those people see that and go, well, I'm just going to get a slap on the wrist? I can say whatever the fuck I want. What about actual stalkers? What about actual people who threaten women? What about an ex-partner saying the horrible shit that this fucking dipshit said to me and my family to a young lady who's, terrified, hiding in their own home because this crazy person who they used to love or date or whatever is sending them all this crazy shit? What does that teach those offenders? They're not going to get jail time. They might get in a little bit of trouble, but nothing too bad. If we were serious about stopping violent crime against people, like crime against women in this country, then we would take some of this type of shit much more seriously. I remember when I first reported this dude, I said to the copper who called me, I actually turned up at my house. He turned up at my house with a gun. Well, all detectives have guns, but my wife was with our baby who was sleeping in the car. She was sitting in the car waiting for him to wake up. And she saw this dude walk in with a gun, and she started ringing me up. There's a guy with a gun at the front door. Anyway, I said to that copper, who was a very nice dude, I said, mate, I know there's much, bigger fish to fry out there, but I'm just pissed off that someone is allowed to email or send messages or use a carriage service, which is social media, whatever, to say this horrible shit to people. Like, you cannot say that stuff. That is crazy shit. And you should go to prison for saying that. Now, I know if you've been watching the channel for some time, particularly over the last couple of months, you've seen me cover a lot of stories where the sentences have been so lenient with people who have done horrible things. So it is not surprising when someone sends someone horrific death threats to them and their families that they get off with a fine, and that's pretty much it. It's very much a shame because our society as a whole now is not as safe as it should be because these people are allowed to walk free. Now, to this bloke, I assume you're watching. I am not overly pissed off at you. I think you're a piece of shit. I think you need to wake up to yourself, and I think you need to change your life. Maybe check out the Better Dad program. The Better Dad app.com. It's a fantastic way to lose weight. Go on and stop being a fucking psycho. Go and check it out right now. Yeah, well done. I've been involved in YouTube for the better part of a decade now, making videos, 3 videos every single week. If you're not subscribed, what are you fucking doing? And what I've learned in that time is most people, you know, even if for someone like me who gets a lot of hate, and a lot of love too, much more love than hate, all that type of stuff. But there's a lot of people who don't like me. That's fine. I would probably fucking hate them too. When I go out into public, everyone is very, very kind, and they keep their, if they don't like me and they judge me as a bad person, they keep that to themselves for the most part. And most people are lovely. And I meet people all the time who are awesome. And it's just bad eggs like this dude who ruins it for everybody else. And then I have to go out and hire fucking security and, you know, basically bodyguards for me to do shows and all the public shit. And I shouldn't have to do that. But
this seems almost normalized, where comedians have to hire bodyguards. I mean, think about that. Comedians have to hire bodyguards. Holy crap.
That's the world we live in. And if I didn't have a young family, I probably wouldn't do that type of stuff. But I do. And that $5,000, that barely covers that for a fucking week. So, you know, it's a bit disappointing. It's a bit disheartening, but I'm glad that we got a conviction. I'm glad that he was prosecuted in a manner where I hope he finds some help. He stops drinking piss. He stops carrying on like a fucking idiot and pulls his head in and maybe changes his life. Maybe this is a turning point. Maybe he takes a worse turn. I don't know, but I hope he takes a good turn. I hope he pulls his head in. And I'm struggling, you know, well, not struggling. I'm juggling with it in my head, whether or not I actually give a shit about this fucking dickhead and I want him to do better, or do I just want him locked up forever? Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck that guy.
When it happens to you. But what I do hope is that this sets a precedent that for other creators on this platform and other platforms, wherever they happen to make content, that people can't just email them, can't just send them DMs with horrible threats, with horrible, you know, just outrageous messages that you read, even though you know you shouldn't read them. You read them because you're like, Jesus, is there information in here that this guy has about me that he shouldn't have? Do I need to protect something? You just hope that this keeps those creators who either haven't started their careers yet or they haven't received hate yet, keeps them a little bit safer. I don't know. But as I said at the start of the video, thank you very much to everybody who reached out. I had, you know, hundreds of DMs from people. I usually get hundreds of DMs. They're just dick pics, but I got hundreds more of lovely messages. So thank you very much for all you good people. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have made it this long into the video, I have a very exciting announcement. The dates haven't been confirmed yet, but you know what? If you've made it this far, you get to know. I have an Australian tour. It's about to be announced. It's going to be through July to, I think, October, November. So, ladies and gentlemen, IsaacButterfield.com for tickets. Not right now, but very, very soon. I'm going absolutely everywhere. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. My dick stings. Toodaloo, au revoir.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. If his comedy was pro-lift to LGT, the stalker would have got, yeah. All right, trying to find a thing, Vintage. Trying to find a thing in my library. We'll see how we go. Here we go. Vintage, this is what's happening, right? Yeah. Okay, so all you Teriak people, thank you for hanging around. We're doing a little bit of Australian content right now. So do appreciate you. You may not understand this, but we're going to do a little bit of Australian content. And Vintage, you'll know what's up.
BA, the International Boxing Association, you know, the former Olympic governing body currently at the center of a global firestorm over gender eligibility tests? No. The International Bar Association, the world's leading organization of international legal practitioners? No. In Australia, of course, I mean Indigenous Business Australia. Yet another way for the Australian government to treat its citizens differently based on ethnic background. On their website, you're of course met with a giant full-page splash screen acknowledging the traditional owners of the land and sea. What better way to welcome you to a taxpayer-funded website than by reminding you exactly where you sit in the new hierarchy? According to their website, the IBA provides services to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people to own their home, start or grow a business, and invest in their future. What about non-Aboriginal people? And this is one of Australia's largest and most iconic insurance brands, NRMA Insurance. They've started putting billboards on highways telling you exactly where you stand. This is Kamilaroi country, or this is Darawal country, or this is Wiradjuri country. Basically, it's everyone's country except yours. I didn't realise NRMA had gone from motoring to social engineering. But there's a connection between NRMA and the aforementioned IBA. Thank you to the viewer who highlighted this. Can you guess what? Yes, there are financial incentives aplenty if you are of the right ethnic ancestry via the so-called IBA discount offer. According to the IBA's own website from earlier this year, NRMA Small Business Insurance offers an up to 30% discount on the first year's base premium to IBA business customers. As long as you've got the approved DNA, a nice discount will come your way. I don't know why NRMA couldn't just offer this discount to all its small business customers, but apparently open racism has its advantages in modern-day Australia. For example, take Australia's second favourite taxpayer-funded broadcaster, SBS. They too have a giant splash screen telling you the new rules of engagement in modern racialised Australia. It feels like my computer has been taken over by some kind of acknowledgement of country virus. Anyway, after clicking the cross, you can see the article titled NRMA Insurance Leads the Way in Support of the Beyond 3% Initiative, where SBS is basically committing 3% of its broadcast media spend to First Nations media. Yes, SBS is committing your taxpayer money to a racially exclusive media quota. The point is, a massive insurance brand like NRMA seems to be getting free taxpayer-funded publicity, which I think answers our question as to why they'd be pushing all these Indigenous billboards. They get subsidised virtue signalling at your expense. In this article from last year, SBS predictably mentioned NRMA Insurance, noting, every dollar invested in NITV builds a strong national platform for First Nations voices, which allows us to drive real impact for community and for brands. So we may have voted against the Indigenous voice to Parliament, but our taxpayer dollars are still being spent on funding a de facto voice that the Australian public already rejected. You'd think a giant insurance company would promote, insurance and perhaps a bit of corporate backpatting. Well, they certainly have the self-congratulations on their front page. Australia's most trusted insurance as it's such a great feeling. It's a bold strategy for an insurance company, subsidizing the lighting of fires while charging you a premium to protect you from them. Anyway, you get the idea. 30% insurance discounts, taxpayer-funded publicity, and a corporate-sponsored voice. It's all yours, provided you tick the correct ethnicity box. Indigenous Business Australia and their corporate partners at NRMA, just another way the Australian government is making sure some citizens are more equal than others.
Okay, boys, I'm kind of hungry. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of hungry. I'm eating chicken and rice. I'm not going to lie. So what's next? What do you want to see? You see, chat's been very quiet, you see. We have 10 watching. We have 7 likes, so I can refresh. 10 watching and 7 likes, okay? That's fair. But chat is very quiet, so, you know, I can chill. I can chill and eat. What, you want to do some First Amendment order this shit? Really? Really? All right. Yeah, we can try. We can try. Which one though? We can try when Koff's wife thinks she's untouchable. Okay, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it if you want to. But I am going to bed soon. I am going to bed soon.
Stay in the car. Hands out the door.
I'm sorry?
Hands out the door.
I'm sorry?
Hands out! Come on out for me.
Are you having issues?
Yes, I'm having an issue.
Okay, what is it?
Come on back for me. Anybody else in the car?
No, just me. Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just asking about you. I mean,
Okay, don't be worried about me. I'm worried about you. Why are you all over the road?
I had no idea it was all over the road.
You didn't?
No.
Have we had anything to drink today?
I had a drink before I left the bar for tonight, but that's it.
Okay.
Just one.
Just one?
Yes.
Okay. You can put your hands down now.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Here.
You have your ID on you?
It's in the car.
All right.
Would you like me to go get it?
No, just give me a second. I'm waiting till my partner gets here.
Your name is?
Deputy Daniels.
Daniels. Okay.
All right. So how much we had to drink today?
One drink before I let a Bloody Mary.
Yeah,
before I
one.
left there at the bar tonight.
Yeah, one.
So why are we all over the road?
I had no idea. I mean, I have new tires, but I don't know if anything other than
Okay, I was following. You got called in by several people.
Several?
I got called in by several people, and while I was behind you, you're going over the right side. You're going over the left side.
I mean, you can, if you want to drive my truck with my tires, my new tires, they're kind of a little funky, but
Come on, walk back out this way for me. Do you know who lives here?
my friends.
You live here?
Yes,
Okay.
I live here.
What's the address here? 4130 reference the vehicle that somebody hit. Do we have RP on that?
Hit? Would
would you mind letting me know what's going on here?
I already did. You're called in as all over the road, and that you hit something.
What did I hit?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I didn't hit anything. So can you please let me know what I hit? Because I didn't hit
You can talk to him.
What did I hit? I hit nothing.
Where were you headed to?
Right here. That's where my park is trucked.
Can you stay with her?
Can you please?
She said that's where my park is trucked. That's that's where my park is trucked. That's pretty bad.
Please tell me what you need. Otherwise,
Okay.
you have to let me go.
No, I ain't got to do nothing.
Excuse
okay,
me?
I ain't got to do nothing. You're going to stay here until we're done with you. That's no more. You keep talking. That's it. We're done. You can give me a little patty face all you want. Where's your driver's license? Where's your ID?
You tell me.
Ma'am.
You tell me, mother.
I'll go find it. Don't worry about it.
Ma'am.
I was married
I'm gonna
to a
explain-
motor cop
I wanna-
of 15 years.
Okay,
I don't have to deal with this. No.
I wanna, you ask, I want to explain you what's going on, okay?
Please tell
Do
me.
you want to know what's
Please
going on?
tell me. Please tell because he is being an asshole. So please
all
tell
right.
me.
So then talk to me, okay?
Thank
you. You have been called as a reckless driver, that you are not unable to maintain lane. That
Can you please tell me what I have done?
If you're gonna be interrupting me, okay, you're not gonna know why you're being pulled over, okay? You've been called as a reckless.
I was married. I was married.
You don't want to know,
To
right?
a motor cop for 15 years.
All you care is just argue
So
with me,
please
right?
tell me what you need from me so I can go.
Okay.
What do you need? I gotta go.
Right now, you are a suspect in a hit and run case. Okay, we investigating. You are
Hit
detained.
and run?
You are detained. You are not free to go.
Hit and run?
Yes, that's what we're trying to find out.
What's your name?
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
What's your name?
Okay.
Please tell me what you're trying to do.
If it's a misunderstanding,
Yes.
you're gonna be free to go. But
Yes.
you need to find out. So you
Yes.
need to relax. We just investigating. Okay.
Okay.
Nobody yet said that
Your
you are.
name is
It's right here.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It's not Jesus Christ.
What's your name?
No, it's 2/3 to the way.
Don't touch me.
Can you tell
Do
me
not
what?
touch
Can
me.
you tell me what that says?
It's the Beauty Hlebanovsky.
She's got two different
What a what? It's a what to Dineski was what? I'm Heather Sunderman. I'm Heather
Okay.
Heather. Formerly Heather said Sunderman. I'm divorced. I
Okay.
was Sunderman. Now I am.
And what is the reason for you to have two different?
Because I have children with the same last name as Sunderman.
How much you had to drink? I can smell it on your breath.
One drink. What's one? A Bloody Mary. It's just one. Can you tell me what the problem was?
I'm trying.
Well, it's always one or a couple. Okay. It's always just one drink or a couple of drinks. Like me, I know, not one or two. Not going to lie, I've had my fair share of retardation, with the alcohol and the driving, but it's always, I just had one, just had a couple.
But you interrupting me, and you only get to argue with me.
I have been very I've been very quiet.
No,
what is
were
going,
you?
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what's going on?
So you're gonna listen to me this time without interrupting me? What I have to
Sir,
say?
Please tell me what's going on.
I'm gonna repeat myself. Then you were called as a reckless driver, unable to maintain lane.
That's very surprising to me.
Okay, all right. You carry on to argue.
Can you
with me.
tell me what's going on tonight, please?
All right, guys.
I'm the former wife.
I need somebody to stay with her so I can find out what the heck is going on. Okay.
I would also like to know what the heck is going on tonight.
Just want to shout out 8 viewers and 8 likes. That's good numbers. That's good numbers. Okay. Thanks, kids.
Please, is someone hurting that? Is there someone gone?
We're trying to figure it out, okay? What's your name?
Heather.
Heather. We're trying to figure out.
One moment. I'm going to grab my phone.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Stand right there, please.
Excuse me?
You're detained right now.
4113. I need my phone.
No,
I need my phone. I need my phone.
No, right now.
Excuse me? Not right now? What is your
Deputy Martin Reyes.
Martin Reyes?
Yes, ma'am.
Please call Deputy Key West Police Officer.
Who you want me to call?
Bodgret.
How are you doing? Okay, what's going on? How are you related?
So this gentleman had his blinker on. He was going like 30, 35 miles an hour.
Okay, who are you?
I'm Mark. This is my car right up here. I was right behind this.
You are the one who called us.
He is the one who called you.
Okay, let me talk to you first. I want to be right with you, okay? So you're the one who called us.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
She hit me when I was pulling out of Sugarloaf Boulevard, and then she took off.
Dave, fair enough, but her hair was still black. Okay, so Doc had white hair. Hers was black. Just going to say, got to give her a little bit of slack.
So I turned around and chased her. She did a loop, come back on US 1, and I called the deputy. Well, I called the sheriff's department, followed her. This gentleman passed me because I was only going 35. When he passed me, he realized that this guy was messed up because he was swerving back and forth. The lady was swerving back and forth.
Okay.
And then I guess you or somebody else pulled him over. We went in there. That's as far as I know.
All right. Do you have the damage to your car?
Yeah.
Pablo.
Is that the old guy or the young guy?
He's my age. Is that
What's your age?
Is that old to you?
I don't know what your age is. How old are you?
I'm sorry, but if you don't know if you don't know how old I am, you have no business. You.
Well, you got to be rude. I'm not being rude to you.
Yes, you are.
Why am I being rude to you?
You know what you're doing.
Yes.
So she sideswiped you?
Yeah, she sideswiped me in the light. She's turning into Sugarloaf Boulevard, and she didn't make it. She just hit me.
Okay, so she's going to have a damage to the driver's side of the vehicle, right?
She should have it to this side.
Yeah, so the driver's side of the vehicle.
She should.
15 years.
Okay, 15 years what?
Robert?
Robert?
Sunderman.
Who's that?
Key West KD.
Okay. Once again, we are not in Key West.
I know. Neither were you when you followed me.
I just got here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I don't know. Did you pull me over?
That was me.
That was you who pulled me over. Where were you when you pulled me over?
Right behind you.
Where?
Right behind.
Okay, fellas, I can't. This is just too retarded. We know how it goes. It'll end up with her being fucking hands-on, put in the back of the fucking van, screaming. She'll probably piss herself in the fucking police car. Get to the jail. They'll check her in. We know how it goes. You cannot watch anymore. Problem is, oh, hang on, trying to get rid of this off my other screen. Okay. David, you asshole. So now we are stuck with the problem. What do we do next? Well, you know, David, actually, your song is actually pretty good. Like, it's also, you know, the Kieran is Gay song is a banger. But the David Healy song, I kind of like it. It could give me a good reason to go for a leak and think about my choices in life and come back and see what we're going to do.
DJ shout, wheel it up, something strange on the island today. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey.
Holy shit, we got this guy. We got, hang on, we got this guy. Hope you have nice dreams. Emmett, that's a bit rude. Okay, well, we can just interrupt for a second. If I can, we'll see. We'll go to the lovely bank of songs and see what's in there. We'll see what's in there. Bear with me. Emmett. Oh, Emmett. Really? We got Cat here as well. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Really? Do we have to fucking find this one too? Don't think I can. That might be way back. That was way back. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm just, I'm looking. I'm looking.
Shadows, sugar dripped lies, smile like a blade, cuts the dark skies. Perfume of venom, laced in her drink, and crumble like glaciers, faster than you think. Cold-blooded cats, the faces are dead. Keep the streets on ice, never again. On the surface, monster within. Death kiss in a glass, let the poison begin. Jesus breath forms, trapped in the cold. Metal coffin whispers, stories untold. Fingers caught frost, his voice a crack plea. But cat's got the key, on tight ears free. She feigns grace underneath a hollow face. Cold-blooded cat, the faces are dead. Kids.
Base. Just so Emmett. That's true. That's true. But David Healy and Mrs. David Healy, congratulations. That's really something. God bless you. God bless you. What do we have? I'm going to check the fucking numbers. We have 10 watching and we have 9 likes. So one of you is banned Slack. I'm just playing. I don't really care. Yeah, Elderline, that's YouTube, right? It does it all the time. Check again. Okay, I will. I'll check. 11. You see what's up? I love you guys. Now we have 9 watching, and so this whole stream is just me saying, give me more likes. Like, there's no content. There's no actual content. It's just me saying, like, here's my spiel. Like, sub, but don't share. Don't share. Oh, here we go. Farmercat, guys, I may have discovered a possible argument against your empathy is fake and gay argument. Would like to hear it. A possible argument against empathy is fake and gay. Well, you see. Yeah, I reckon I'd love to hear it. Mirror touch synesthesia. No, Cat, that's I know you're a fucking nurse or something, or you're a fucking pharmacist, whatever. That's not, you can't make an argument based off fucking jargon from your industry. You got to come and talk to us plebs in real terms. So help me out. I think I tried to post the link to the panel in StreamYard, and StreamYard said no. And I posted it in YouTube, and YouTube said yes, but I don't see it coming up. So is the link there in the chat or not? I think StreamYard's fucking with me. Oh, YouTube's fucking with me, actually. Oh, it's not here. You see. I think I got on the wrong side of fucking YouTube. They hate me now. I'll try again. We'll see what happens. Damn, fucking YouTube. I tried again to post the fucking link, and it turns out I'm being censored. I'm being censored. Shit, that's pretty bad. Shit, I'm literally posting a link to my own fucking StreamYard in YouTube, and YouTube is fucking blocking me. I'm going to try again. This is crazy. Just did it again. Oh, shit. I'm being blocked. I'm being blocked by YouTube. All right, going to do a little experiment. Going to try this one. See how we go. We'll try this and see what happens. Okay, that one posted. Okay, we'll try one more. Okay, we'll try one more. Shit! I'm being blocked by YouTube. I can't bring anybody on panel. Oh, is it there? Is it there? Okay. Emmett, send me the link. Okay. Okay. I will. Oh, hang on. Are we friends in Discord? I don't think we are. I don't think me and Emmett are. Yeah, vintage. Okay, vintage. It's coming to you. Okay. Maybe you can post it. We'll see what happens. Holy crap, I can't post my own Discord, my own StreamYard into my own fucking chat. YouTube's fucking me up.
What's up, Kieran? How are
What's
you
up
babes,
is
tonight?
What's up is YouTube disabling my ability to post links on my own fucking YouTube. That's retarded.
You're too mean. You have to be nicer, Kieran. You gotta be nicer.
I'm very nice. I'm a very nice person. I am. Like literally, like I've been trying in StreamYard, been trying in YouTube to post a link to my own panel. The only way to do it is to send my fucking link to one of my mods, and then they post. That's. I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Why are you not happy? You ought be happy.
Oh, hang on, Emmett.
What the hell happened to my? Whoa!
I know. What are you doing? What are you doing, grifting over here on my fucking channel? Well, we have Rude. I haven't seen Rude Cunt Crab for a long time, and I think the last time we spoke, we kind of had words, but he seems to want to be here. So okay, hello.
Did we have words? What did we have words about?
I'm not sure. I
don't think we did.
Oh, pretty sure we should have. Pretty sure we should have.
Oh, should we? Okay, we can do it now if you want.
No, I'm good.
What's going on? I was just going around getting some clips. And I seen you alive. Thought I'd pop in, ask you how your nap was the other night.
Right. Shut the fuck up. It was a good nap. It was a good nap.
I swing in here and you're fucking hunched over your desk, just slowly making your way down to your keyboard.
I know, but what happened was after about 3 hours, I fucking sprang back to life and did another hour.
Oh, you're fucked.
No,
you did another hour.
Yeah,
not making
after falling asleep.
I fucking wake up and Vintage was there. He was there. Who come over? He said, "Kieran, wake up!" And I fucking wake up. Did another fucking hour. Another hour of quality content.
Well, I just saw the quality of your snoring. That was
Shut up, Emmett.
Really
what the fuck?
Quality. I enjoyed it a lot.
I saw the quality. I saw the quality of your fucking goth, Emmett. Get the fuck out of here with your fucking quality.
Hey, I was awake.
At least if you're doing the pixel image, you only got to do the top of his head, like, because that's what you're gonna see.
To be fair, I have actually done goth, Emmett.
The one thing I haven't done,
unlike
Emmett, unlike
look good,
Emmett,
guys.
the one thing I haven't done is done a loud piss on camera. I've never done that. Emmett has.
What's wrong with you?
What have I done that I didn't do?
You did a loud piss in the toilet.
Yeah, I've done that on stream.
I did that?
What's wrong?
Yes, you did that. You also washed your face and pulled your hair back. You forgot to close the fucking door on the bathroom when you went and made yourself
I
fucking
didn't
pretty.
piss. I remember what you're talking about, so you're lying. I did went on.
I know.
I did went on to the restroom and used the washing because I was gonna have a debate and it was a pre-debate thing. Yeah, I remember.
I'm choosing to believe the lie.
Well, Rude, you
I prefer the lie.
choose that.
Well, the question is,
after all, you did make me rage quit a panel today.
Oh, don't make me bring out the dogs, mate. I'll bring out the dogs.
Are you going to believe? Are you going to believe your lying eyes or me? Okay.
Exactly.
We have
Kieran looks like a trustworthy guy.
Oh, we've got Darth back here as well. Good to see you, man. Fucking Darth.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for bringing me up. Sorry. I was muted.
Well, before we begin, we all need to understand that the Darth is not only white, he's super white. Right? He's transparent white. Exceptionally white.
You can see my veins.
The boy,
no, we can't. They're kind of green, so they're getting destroyed by the green screen.
No, when Darth goes outside, he has to run from tree to tree. He has to run for the fucking shade, right? 15 seconds in the sun, and the cunt's got cancer. Like, I'm not going to lie. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to be Darth.
He's like a camel spider.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna go like this.
This is the hamburger that I was watching the other night.
That's a good looking hamburger. Not gonna
Over
lie.
on Teriyak's talking some mad shit.
Yeah, me and Terry go at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Red Crab. Like I've just seen a periphery thing, something going on with Sarah and Dusty. Yeah. Is it like just periphery? I couldn't give a shit, but you seem to be involved over there sometimes. So I was just wondering.
I'm everywhere.
Hey?
I'm everywhere, mate. I'm a bit like Emmett. I'm just the other side of it. I'm all over the place.
Who do you think is in the right, Rude?
Personally,
no, impersonally.
because I kind of fuck with them both, but I think Sarah probably in the right.
Okay.
Well, like if no, hear me out. If they consider each other friends, and they're gonna make exceptions for each other in situations, like if he acknowledges that her show's gone to shit and she's not making as much money anymore because there's no Crucible people there anymore, then he has to understand that when she's getting in new guests, she's going to put them above other people to try and because if you just have your regulars just shitting on a new guest and allowing that, you're not really going to encourage new guests to come.
Well, let's go one step back. What do you think about Sarah suing Andrew?
Let's not.
We've had a good look at that. Personally, me and the boys don't think there's got legs, but
yeah, no shit, right? Okay. Let's put that to bed. Oh my God, this guy, fuck me. We're having a good night, and this guy turns up.
Hey, original vintage. I was gonna call you for some reason.
I'm gonna fucking sue you, Kieran. You know, I'll own your home. I'll get your car. You know, I'll get everything, mate. I'm coming for it all.
Listen.
Take all these VBs. Fuck this cunt.
Listen,
that's it. You're going to be sober for the next 20 years, mate. How do you feel now?
Listen, vintage. Just because I fucked your mum doesn't make you responsible for anything. Okay, just relax.
Well, we'll see what the judge says about that.
Yeah, that sounds like an alimony claim.
This sounds really
alimony, retroactive child support, child endangerment.
No,
Okay,
problem-
perfect. I have something. I have a little show called Love the Audit. If you want to come to my show, we can go through the paperwork, see who's in the right in this situation.
Let's do that. Let's do that. One day, me and Vintage, will do a love audit on Emmett's, and we'll find out. Like, Vintage, you don't realize, like, while I was fucking your mum, she was fucking 5 other guys. So there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. Okay, we're just
fucking suing you, man. Fucking suing. I'm gonna get 2 lawyers now. This is bullshit. Fucking this motherfucker.
More lawsuits incoming.
And I got to say,
Panaverse doing great.
I've got to say, Vintage. Your mum was like, she was a freak. Not gonna lie. Okay, that's how she pulled me in to
That
this
explains
fucking
a few
shit show.
things. That explains a few things.
Order.
Did she throw off the pH balance in your beta fish tank?
Every now
Oh,
and
bro.
then.
pH balance.
She threw off the pH balance on my dick. That's the thing.
Fucking hell.
I mean, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, she
That
squirted
that
in your
would be
fish tank.
acidic enough, wouldn't it?
I had a perfectly good dick. Okay, until I met his mum, and then she threw off the pH balance.
Okay,
Now
Kieran,
it's
I just wanted to
inverted.
say.
I've just rescinded my like for this video now.
So I'm gonna rage quit, but before I do, I want to say thank you for having me on, Kieran, and have sweet dreams. Probably next time you can also stream them, so we can probably have a little bit more of a show instead of just watching.
Hey man, I've got a
fucking
video
eyes
for
closed.
that. It's actually currently privated, but I can unprivate it if you want to have a look.
Yeah,
Oh,
go on, do it.
Please,
Do it.
please,
Do it.
That would be great.
Do it.
And good to see all of you. I don't think I remember you, Darth. Maybe maybe
I'll get it now.
But good to meet you.
I don't.
Emmett,
I don't.
Darth thinks women are equal.
hey, hey, now.
Well,
I was really
rude.
tired
Sometimes you
and
think men are
frustrated.
equal too. So
Oh, I don't think anyone's equal. I'm better than all you cunts.
yeah, you think you want all of it. Yeah, I agree.
I took the L on that one for sure. I was super tired. I shouldn't have even been engaging on that one. I felt really retarded the next day. I was like, why did I say that?
That is what it is.
It is.
Okay, I'll be leaving.
Emmett, 1 second. Now you may leave.
Oh.
Now you may leave.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Boy.
Oh my god.
This guy.
That sounds that's literally when I heard that, it's like that's got to be like in his intro song to like his OF channel or something. That's just all every time I hear that I just think OnlyFans. I can't get it out of my head.
I feel that.
The lyrics are pretty deep.
Yeah.
Well, not gonna lie. Original Vintage is responsible for some of the best songs in my fucking library. Not gonna lie. And I think I was speaking to Jacob Blades. I think you told him you'd write a song for him, and he was
I
like,
would write one.
"Hey,
I would if he give me some prompts and I'd do it for him. That's what I said.
yeah." He's not quite sure. He's not quite sure who he is. He's trying to figure out. Like, doesn't want one right now. He wants to wait. He wants to wait until he finds out who he is. Then he wants a song.
I could just do a song about that. He doesn't know who he is.
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, that's going to be the who.
Can I ask you a question, Vintage, on like since you're doing the AI music?
Mhm.
Is that ethical?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, 100%.
I think the other thing that I do intentionally is I am very forward and out there with that I'm not a music producer. Hence why I actually call it TOV, like the original Vintage fake music productions, so that I'm not mistaken for an actual songwriter or musician or anything like that, because I do have
Yeah,
respect for people who have the ability to do that. So
yeah,
I
but
don't
some of
want
the
to
songs,
put myself in
some of
that
the
camp.
songs, some of the songs do sound pretty fucking good though. Like,
There's no
Oh, I'm-
mistaking it. and It shouldn't
I'm
matter
not,
anyway.
I'm not disputing that. I'm only
Yeah.
coming at it from a musician and like it's
Well,
you're also
that's
fucked
why-
right on the TOS side because you can't use licensed music. So like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? What-
Yeah, well, it's kind of like if I take who's a musician? Like let's take Speakeasy as an example. He's an original songwriter, rapper, and dude. Like he does his own music and his own songs. So I wouldn't put myself in the same camp as Speakeasy, for example, being I'm an original songwriter, I'm an original rapper or artist, whatever.
Depends.
So
Are you
always
writing
very-
your own lyrics or are you getting AI to write your lyrics?
It's a combination of both. So I'll get a set of prompts together, and then I'll be like, this is the type of theme I want, or I'll do do one in genre of rap R&B, do one in heavy metal, do one in pop. And then I'll get the lyrics, but then I'll modify them, change them if I don't like them here and there. So it is edited quite a bit. So it's not necessarily a cut and paste job each time. First couple probably were, to be fair, but as I've done it more, I do try to change things up a bit.
Yeah, I got no hate on it. I'm a musician. I've played guitar for like 20 odd
Yeah.
years of recorded music and shit. I got like
Yeah, but that's why I'm
and
very-
guitars and amps and shit
But that-
sitting around me. I write a
Yeah.
fuckload of lyrics and I use AI, and we've used that sort of shit in music production and recording for years.
just going to say,
Yeah, but I wouldn't be in your genre and say that I'm better than you at your genre of music. You know,
yeah, you can't claim the
AI.
guitar, but you can claim the lyrics if you're writing the lyrics.
But that's
Oh, yeah,
not
true.
the ethical. That's not what the ethical side of it is about, because it's a language learning model, just like when you talk to Grok, right? It's learning what your preferences are based on
yeah,
what
but
you
yeah, yeah.
Are you
but,
coming from the lens of it? Are you coming at from the lens that it cheapens music as a whole because I use AI
No,
and I'm not a musician? Is that
Are you
the
coming
lens?
saying that
okay.
it's learnt music from other people, therefore it's using them. Yeah, but that's what all musicians do. That is what all musicians do. You learn
Oh,
music from
well,
other.
it's an-
Yeah, exactly. You learn
Yeah.
styles from other
Yeah,
musicians.
just want to say I'm looking through my library. Darth, I've got a song called Darth Rule. Who the fuck wrote that, and when did they fucking write it?
Was it me?
Was it you?
yeah,
Darth Rule.
yeah. The other
Yeah.
night when we were fucking shooting,
Gonna play it. Play it.
Darth Rule is gay!
Jesus Christ.
Darth Rule is gay!
One.
Oh yeah, I learned it. I learned it on guitar when you posted it.
Really?
I sent
That's-
it-
that's
yeah, I
fucking
did.
funny. That's
I don't
basic.
remember it, but I
That's-
did. At the time. I could do it again because I know how to learn. But
What on your Ibanez? I saw you the other night flashing your fucking Ibanez.
What is it?
this one,
There it is. Yeah, the Ibanez.
It's
Yeah.
a S series.
yep.
What is
S-
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
S520EX.
the Wizard 2.
Oh,
You got a
An
Zero
AS.
Tram or?
Yep.
Yeah. All the standard stuff. Yeah, cool. The last Ibanez I had was a fucking 8-string. What was that piece of shit called? It was full trans red abalone fucking thing I played like twice.
I'm just
Iron
flashing
label.
I'm just flashing my Monterey from the fucking pawn shop.
No.
Pawn shop guitars sometimes are the best. To be fair,
Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they're okay. Often they're not. Often they're really bad.
I'll see if this actually shows up. But this is my other one. This is my
Jackson. Yeah, nice.
But
I never got into 7s and 8s too much. I bought the 8 because I wanted to. I tried, but I just did 6s. I can do enough with 6.
oh, agreed. This is too much, but it's also multi-scale.
Well, I also
Oh,
have
yeah, fan
I
friends.
also have a 40-year-old Yamaha, like a Yamaha guitar, but it's 40 years old and it's fucking
Nice.
mellow. It's mellow. It's like my first wife bought it when we were fucking we were both. I think she bought it for me for my 17th birthday.
I used to collect old guitars. I loved old Ibanez Roadsters. I think they were called.
Yeah, the
Like,
old
fucking
ones.
had a decent trim and shit. Yeah. Now I've got like 2 guitars. I've got an old Carvin. If you know who Carvin are, do you know who Kiesel are? Yeah, they became Kiesel.
Yeah,
and
I've got
not
I've
old,
got a
sorry,
really
it's
old
the EVH Wolfgang made by Fender. It's the only 2 guitars I've got left anymore.
I've got a really old Yamaha and a also a pretty old Guild. Different sound. The Yamaha is more like a mellow, like all the between bass and tremolo is pretty sweet. The Guild is a bit more like the upper end is a bit higher. You for like finger picking. I'm not going to lie. That's my entire collection is 2 guitars, and I'm
Yeah.
still playing. I'm still playing the same 12 fucking chords.
But you're into the finger picking? That's something I've been actively trying to learn.
Oh, bro, I spent about a year. Like fuck me, it's going to be like not going to lie, like 35 years ago. I spent some time growing my fucking fingernails to play classical, and I learned a few things in classical. And but I was also working, so I kept breaking my fucking fingernails. It was brutal. It was brutal. You can't be a classical guitarist and also work manual labor because
fair.
No, you can't. You can't.
That's why I work in the soft industry. Well, that's not why, but it's a nice advantage.
All right. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you something I used to play. Couldn't play it as fast as this. Also going to go
What about
with
your awesome stream?
Hey?
What about your awesome stream?
What do you mean?
You know, I sent you a video of your awesome stream that you forgot about.
Go on.
He's lost.
It's in your Discord.
Darth,
You already
how long
know
you
that.
played guitar for?
5th grade would have been.
It's a long time anyway. That's you don't have to calculate it. I can tell if you're talking 5th grade.
Yeah, I'm 41. So
yeah, I'm 41 too. Yeah, I started like 14, 15 or whatever. Do you have a guitar that you wish you never sold?
One, yeah.
Yeah. Mine's a Trans Red SA 260, I think it was, Flame Maple. Like cheap guitar, but just my level of playing just skyrocketed with that thing. Something about that neck just fitting in my hand perfectly, and the way it played, it was just insane.
Yeah, mine was. It was my first one, and it was only because it was my first one. It was very much style, but
Sentimental.
And it had single pickups. I'm a metalhead, so like I'm a humbucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I also really want to tell you, even though I really don't like the style of guitar, I like the sound. As far as like the comfortability, if you know what I mean. Like,
Your
I don't-
audio is like dropping out a little bit or something.
I'm not. I drop back. Is that better?
Yeah.
I generally don't like the necks on Fenders just because they're more like rounded, like like an acoustic.
Yeah, I get it. Same as like your Les Pauls and shit like that. Just a fat neck. But yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly the same.
I like
Nice. Nice.
Fucking what am I thinking? Yeah, but like the Wizards, like I played a shitload of Ibanez, like they were probably the main guitar I bought. But I think that was just this bad idea for me though, because like your Wizard necks, they were just too thin. Like I got really long fingers and like so cramped up. Just a bad idea.
I've adjusted because I also play bass, and on bass I play 5-string, just because mathematically it makes more sense. especially like if you're playing with a piano. Yeah, I kind of got used to like the really thin necks. I kind of prefer it because I also like to put my like thumb under, as opposed to like the grippy thing. But have you seen Strandberg?
Strandberg. Yeah, I think so.
They
I
have
haven't
a
really bought a guitar in fucking 10 plus years.
I haven't either, but I'm going to buy a Strandberg because their neck profile
Real weird
is,
looking fucking thing out there from memory.
yeah, they're headless, but also the back of the neck is thick. I mean, it's hard to describe, but like the way your thumb goes down the neck as you're going up, or like if you do thumb over, it's not a radius.
Yeah,
It has channels, if that makes sense. It's like a trapezoidal like neck profile on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Which I want one of those so bad. And Pliny, if you haven't heard of him, he's Australian. Arguably one of the best guitar players I think I've ever heard.
Who, sorry?
Pliny, Plini.
Plini.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a look. Oh, yeah, Strandberg. I'll have to have a listen later.
For sure. Every piece matters is the best. Just, I mean, it evokes a feeling with no words. Which I think is crazier than having the most intricate lyrics.
What sort of music are we talking about here? What's he play? It's not like is it like math metal, math rock, fucking polyrhythmic, fucking progressive sort of shit?
Progressive, kind of. I mean, it's his own thing, but it is progressive, but he comes at it from a songwriter aspect. It's hard to describe. The subgenres are strong nowadays. But yeah, I would say progressive. Sometimes it's heavy, other times it's just melodic.
Yeah. No, it seems all right.
And he likes fun. Like he's always happy. That's something I really like, especially if he's like doing heavy music, he's enjoying it when he's doing it. Like instead of just being like, you know.
Yeah, I like get into like technical stuff. Like for some reason, I really appreciate music I can't play, like polyphia and stuff like that.
Yes, that's very much me. Yeah, and I have no interest in trying to learn it. Like, I like the theory of it. Like, Pliny is known for being in Lydian mode, which I know that's a thing. I don't know how to do it though.
Lydian, Phrygian, Aeolian, all that shit. Yeah,
it's all French to me.
It's pretty good stuff. Pretty easy to learn once you get into it. Personally, all the music I wrote was just like, C, melodic minor. That's all the shit I like doing, bro.
Oh, here's a good philosophical music question. What is the most pleasing chord?
A minor.
I can tell you if I...
Fuck yes.
A minor. A minor. There's no fucking argument. Second is E minor. A minor is second. A minor is.
I can't explain it.
Why?
It felt that way.
Because it's
I don't agree.
Well, shut up. It's melancholy and it's warm and it's rich. Come on, bro. Look, if you had to buy, like I once bought some chimes. You know those things that fucking swing in the wind and they knock into each other. Like you hang it up in your fucking the chord of A minor.
But I'm pretty sure all Pokey Machine payouts are tuned to C major.
I don't give a fuck about Pokey Machines. A minor.
There's like a psychology to that. It's like meant to give them.
No. The question was, what's the best chord? The best chord is A minor.
Well, I said most beautiful.
Same thing. The most beautiful chord is A minor.
I don't play. I've never learned chords though. I'll be straight with you. I never learnt chords. I went straight from like
What I find
learning
interesting-
fucking Pantera. I just learned the chords I needed for songs and then wrote music.
Yeah, go on, Darth. Darth, play A minor. Just
Well, you're not gonna be able to hear it.
Oh well, David Healy thinks A minor 7th because he's Jamaican. Okay, because he's a fucking Jamaican. Rasta.
No, I'd like to add 7. I like to add 7. That's fair. But I mean, that's A minor bass though.
Oh, sweet. That's you see. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Unless you want to do like A minor fucking 4th sus or
See,
something.
I just I disagree. I don't think it. Yeah,
You can make a whole song out of A minor and E minor. A minor, E minor, A minor. That's what's the song called? Venus. The song Venus is based off A minor, E minor. That's all it is.
the best chord in the world is the one they didn't play that made the song better.
Like not resolving. I struggle with that because my mind is like, no,
Autistic, you have to.
It's A minor. It's A minor, you fucking retards. It's
And what's funny too is it's actually not even A minor. It's just a shape because I tune to C, drop C. So even like a full step down, it carries the same weight.
A minor is the same chord as E major. Just move down one fucking trip. Yeah. Okay. E major, A minor. You can make a 2-chord song out of E major and A minor. You can make a whole goddamn song out of that.
I'm surprised to hear Kieran knowing stuff.
What, he used to manage a band. You didn't know that?
Really? No.
No, I didn't know that.
Used to manage a little metal band. Not gonna lie.
Yeah?
Used to manage,
Who?
Yeah. Hey?
Who?
They were called My Own Enemy. I did this the other fucking night. I showed you photos. I was their manager and also band photographer. So I was in the mosh pit with the camera over my fucking head, taking photos, bro. Getting smashed in the face.
I'm gonna have to look them up. I'm gonna have to look them up because I've played with a lot of Aussie metal bands.
You won't find them on YouTube. You'll find them on Facebook. My Own Enemy. Their most infamous gig was with this Christian rock band from America called Forever Something. It was that was a wild night. That was a wild night. I was literally in the fucking mosh pit with the camera over my head, getting smashed in the face by fucking elbows and shit. There was blood and there was broken teeth and everything. It was fucking amazing. Not gonna lie, it was fucking wild.
Yeah, it's good fun. He's played a few gigs like Bermuda, Wish for Wings, Frankenbach, heaps of Aussie stuff.
Nice.
Well, if I have to, I'll fucking do it again. I'll show you. Right.
Well, you have to. Yeah.
I'm having a look for it on YouTube. Oh, sorry, on the internet, like Google.
Oh my god, trying to fucking shit. So Facebook's being retarded. Facebook's saying sign in. What do you mean fucking sign in, you
Oh, sorry, I signed you out earlier. I was doing other stuff. Apparently you can't be on 2 devices. I don't know what's wrong.
Hey, well, I was
Holy
looking
crap,
at
this
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
So I'm doing prep. Apparently, I am going to be debating. I've never done like a one-on-one, but
who are you debating?
I don't know that. I don't
About
know.
what? What's the topic?
Yeah. Who and about what?
I don't know who. I saw. All right, so I'll just put it out there. Speakeasy said I need 2 people that are against this prompt, and I said I can argue that.
Oh, I saw it. He sent out a request. I need somebody to argue that America should not be involved in the Iran war.
I say they should.
Okay, well, good luck. Good luck.
Well, that's also Teriak's debating that Tuesday.
Oh, I just saw that today.
I
so you
found
think
it.
America should be in the war?
That's
Yeah,
an interesting
yeah.
topic.
Well, before you go there, I found these boys I used to fucking manage. Okay, here's my
Fuck
little
and
band.
manage. Fucking hell.
I used to manage these guys.
Yeah,
These
what's
guys.
those guys? I saw them. I saw that on Facebook. Yeah, I thought it was
Oh,
them.
Steel Panther.
No.
That's what I thought too.
Damn, they were fucking good. They were good, and so like I said, the this guy, he
Guitar too.
yeah, he's still playing. They all played.
Are the
fucking
Dean
shifters.
or
They all played
Uh,
shifters.
Yeah, that's the
All
Dean.
played shifters. So this guy is still he's still playing guitar in his bedroom and showing us how it's done. This guy, the bassist, we could unplug his bass and nobody cared. He's the Sid Vicious of the band. He had the look.
That's
He had
all
the
bass
look.
players.
Yeah, he had the look that, and this guy, he could sing like a motherfucker and play guitar. And the drummer, like I said, Darth, we spoke about this. Drummers are all fucking retards. Okay.
They're like goalies.
Hey, why did they break up? Why did the band break up?
They all
Probably
got jobs. They all got fucking jobs. Like they literally vintage. They literally went and got jobs in the bank. They all
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Yes. Really.
What are their names? I might know them.
No.
I'm not kidding.
They all
they're
literally
in the
went-
south. They'd be in Melbourne or something. I'm guessing based on
Yeah.
These guys are Victorian based. Yeah.
Yeah, they all went and got jobs and got a life. They all gave up the dream.
They became
Look at them,
capitalist
Melbourne.
scumbags like the original Vintage. I can respect that.
If they're down in Melbourne, they would have played with the Rose Line. They were a good Aussie band. Not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Trying to find a video because they look, they weren't bad. They weren't bad.
Rude, do you know about Die Artist Murder? They're from around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
No,
up with
there's lots of- what's that?
How their former lead singer is like a real estate agent now.
Oh, dude, that's just what
'Cause he's
happens.
some
You get
dumb
jobs. My
No, he's
old drummer's an instro tech on 300K a year now, and I couldn't get him to play drums if I wanted him to.
Well, you could just going to pay him $305,000 a year.
Yeah, well, that's No, I wish.
Oh, okay. This is where I was in the fucking mosh pit. I was in the mosh pit with my camera, trying to being a manager and a fucking band photographer. Here we go. That's the mosh pit, bro. It was fucking.
So, yeah.
At the
Typical.
pony club. At the pony club, just fucking hilarious. It was. Yes, these guys. This was a like a Christian metal band that my boys were covering for, and here we go, bro. This is fucking. This is bringing back fucking memories. Literally in the mosh pit, the camera over my fucking head.
Looks normal.
Looks normal. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro, that's a normal fucking underground metal gig.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but that Christian rock band you were talking about, that or metal band, that looked like the Rose Line. Well, the guy with the tattoo on his arm, anyway, the singer.
No, they were called Forever something. And the funny thing was, after that gig, you had everybody in chat saying, quoting the Old Testament, do not make a mark on your arm, like no tattoos.
Yeah, I remember that when that shit was getting around the metal scene. There was a whole heap of straight edge, fucking don't drink.
Yeah, straight edge. That's it. Yeah, straight edge. Yeah.
I've never
All right.
understood that one. Like that weird Old Testament shit where they're like, "Oh, you can't mark your body. Your body's a temple." It's like But what if it's glorifying God?
That's fair.
I tell you,
That's
that's back in my day. I think I treated my body like an amusement park. The amount of alcohol I drank, holy shit!
I'm still fucking doing it. I'm still fucking doing it.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I still do it.
No, I had to quit. I had to give it up. It just takes over you. So at some point, it's just
Fucking
not worth it.
What year are you talking there, Kieran?
That would have been.
The
Okay.
last post on Facebook was like in 2010. Oh no, sorry, 2020.
15 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Roseline, you're talking like 18 years ago now?
Yes.
So maybe not.
Yes. Same time.
So you weren't there until you only did it for a little bit and then they toured on without you kind of thing. Because I'm just looking at the Facebook post, unless this is it is the same photo you showed. The last post was in 2020.
Yeah. 2020? No, fuck no.
That's what this one is.
Yeah, because the bass player tried to keep the flame alive, but the flame died. The flame died like way before that.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. Actually, I wonder if my stand-up would still be around.
I've seen that. In case you boys don't know, Vintage used to be a fucking stand-up comedian.
No shit.
Don't give out my name though, please.
I said Vintage. I didn't say your name.
Yeah, I know. Well, sorry, I thought you said before there that you had something or you saw something.
No, I wanted to know your name anyway, mate. Come on.
Yeah, which you showed me. Okay.
Oh, I showed you a picture. Sorry, I thought you were.
Look,
found a video.
every fucking 45 minutes, this guy turns up, right? And just turns up and says, Kieran is gay. Okay. Not gonna lie, every fucking 45 minutes, this guy, I think he's living on a fucking dream cycle. Like there's this idea that we have a circadian rhythm where every 45 minutes we go into a stupor and we dream, then we wake up and then we're real, and then we go back into the fucking stupor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can't do it. I don't have admin too. I don't have admins.
He fucking loves it. He pretends he hates it, but he fucking loves it.
Banjo humming. A wild creature appears in the comment section. Name tag says, "Are we not men?" And the first thing he asks, before anyone even says hello, "Are we not men?"
Correct. Are we not, man? Correct.
Also, an AI slop written by the original Vintage.
Yeah.
The day Are We Not Men gets on panel, I will join the Orthodox Church and renounce Judaism.
There's a challenge. The day Are We Not Men gets on panel, Rude will join the Orthodox Church. Hey, Are We Not Men, you can convert a soul right now if you want to. Okay, you can literally do God's work and convert a soul.
Save me, Are We Not Men? Save me.
Save me. Okay. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on, Rude. Hang on. He's saying, hang on, brother. He's saying, wait, for real? Like, are you serious? Because he will. Guarantee he will.
I know he's thinking join the panel and him not talking. That's what he's thinking right now.
What he's saying is, you said, if Are We Not Men joins the panel, you will join the Orthodox Church. And he's going,
I can join the Orthodox Church. That's easy. What's it take? Do I get a membership card or something to prove it?
You don't. No, you don't. I've been trying to join the Orthodox Church for the last fucking 2 months. Like, the funny thing.
What do you do? What's it take?
The funny thing is, I can imagine if you try to join the like a Protestant church, they'll go, oh, we have a convert. Come in. We love you. Blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you from experience. Try and join the Orthodox Church. They go, yeah, whatever.
What's it
Not
take?
even lying. Not even lying. They just go, whatever. Okay. You want to join? Okay. Take your time.
Takes commitment.
And I'm going, like, don't you?
Real.
Aren't you going to welcome me? And they go, no, bro. Just take your time. Take your fucking time. It's but for real, Rude, you said if When Not Men joins the panel, you will convert. But before we do that, we do have the queen of the chat. We have the queen of the chat, and of course, we're going to. Right, wrong one. This one. There we go.
In a corner of the net where the love runs deep, where the hearts are real and the vibes don't sleep. There's a light in the dark, there's a name they cheer. When she speaks, everybody leans in to hear.
Well, this place hasn't changed.
Shut up. Shut up, dickhead.
With a heart full of gold and a voice so sweet. But don't get twisted, she ain't easy to beat. Shazzy Bear, the queen of the chat, wiser than the owls, got your back just like that. Spreading bear hugs, lifting the pack, but mess with her crew when she's ready to attack. She's Mama Bear, sweet but bold, a heart so warm, but her claws ice cold. Everywhere she goes, you know where it's at. Long live the queen.
Queen of the chat. You see what's up? You see what's up?
I'd give the Orthodox Church a look.
Well, you did say if.
Yeah.
Well, here's it.
I don't think they'd accept me, to be honest, but I'd give it a go.
That's the point. They don't. They don't give a fuck. Not going to lie, because I've been trying to join the Orthodox Church for the last fucking 6 months.
You're a degenerate, though. Like,
true.
If they came and had to watch it one of your streams, they'd fucking ban you for life.
I literally signed up for the fucking catechism online. I did all the things, and I get nothing. I've gone to liturgy 3 times. They're all very
You've
nice.
got your full name as your YouTube channel, mate. If they fucking
Yeah,
Google
so
your
what?
name, they come here.
Yeah, and
you might need a rebrand.
To be fair, I recently did that because my name was in it, and like my name's super common, so it would be hard to find me. But I just
John Smith.
Yeah,
Got
I'm gonna
it.
have to say some nasty shit to debate these degenerates. So
yeah, I just decided early on to make myself very easy to find.
I think that's
me.
weird shit. I mean, if you're gonna go with it, go with it.
Correct. Because
stand out
if
like
you
a sore thumb anyway, Kieran.
Sorry?
You'd stand out like a sore thumb anyway. Like if I seen you out in public, I'd recognise you immediately.
Yeah.
So there's the point. Like people are going to come after me. Whatever. I don't care. Oh shit. Okay. We're going to play some Eminem.
Hold on. You're not going to say the N word again, right?
What, nigger?
Oh.
Who fucking cares? Who cares?
Oh
Bro.
boy.
Bro,
Oy
bro
vey.
look,
Oy vey.
TOS isn't what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. I've had Trench.
No,
I've
it's
had
a
Trench
free
up here.
speech thing. It's a free speech thing. I get it, but at the same time, it's streaming, bro.
Me and Trench were having a great conversation. Okay, you know Trench, like he black. Okay.
No.
Yeah. And me and Trench were having a great
That was
fucking conversation.
face paint.
Well, I called Trench nigger, and then Cecil goes, Kieran, are you trying to bring down your channel? And Trench goes, no, we're having fun. You see, so if my black guy can say we're having fun, whose side am I on? Like, am I a bad person? Am I a bad
Cecil-
person?
It's not the
Cecil's still
content
alive.
moderators of YouTube.
Well, would you say the same thing like in
That's
America?
what we should do. We should get Trench a job as a moderator at YouTube.
But there's no. See, here's the thing. There's no black people in Australia, right? So like,
What?
in America,
What? Yes, there
Are
is.
you serious?
You're crazy.
compared to here,
We've
Here's-
really got more per capita.
yeah, like a lot more.
So you're Canada, right?
No, I'm in America. I'm Midwest as fuck.
Okay, so
Like St. Louis. Not city. I don't live in the city. I live in the country outside of there.
right, okay.
Like pumpkin shit. Everybody around me has guns, which is why I feel so safe.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
think
no,
that's
you
why.
win. You win.
That's what. That's why Australians are just better than Americans. I think because we can hold each other accountable. You can punch someone in the mouth for being an arsehole without thinking they got a gun in their pocket.
Yeah, but you can't post on Facebook anymore. They're getting sued.
Who uses Facebook?
You're assuming
social
somebody
media
with
in
a gun
general.
in their pocket's gonna shoot somebody for getting punched for saying dumb shit.
It happens all the time in America. They shoot
No, it
people for
does
saying
not.
dumb shit.
No, it does not.
I don't
The
know.
media makes it seem that way.
Yeah, it's only what gets sensationalized.
Yeah,
on
I mean, look
the
how many
news
shootings there
and
were in
on the
America
internet.
today.
Yeah, well,
It
that's what
doesn't-
I don't get the whole gun violence thing and the gun laws. Is it's like, oh, everyone should have a gun and be safe, and it's like your per capita deaths is like tenfold on a country that
They're
has
illegal,
restricted gun
but
laws.
those are illegal guns doing the crime.
Who cares? It's
But
still
they
it's
get
still-
them because of they get them
Yeah.
through
So-
legal owners.
But if you
Doesn't matter.
eliminate legal guns, then the only people committing the crimes have the guns.
Go to door
Would you-
and get them all.
Hi, I'm Jackson, and today I'm going to be teaching my Japanese buddy how to be Australian.
Just that lipstick alone is going to be a fail.
For farming chickens. Chicken? Yeah. Where is the chicken? Cracking a cold one with the boys. Cracking a cold with the boy. Australian boots. Whoa, what is made of this? Kangaroo? Yeah, kangaroo meat. Wow! This is where we keep Japanese people.
Kids, Japanese people in here.
Yeah, what are Saturdays for?
Saturdays are for the boys. I respect women.
Oh, blimey, I've taught him well. So you dab on the haters. You dab on it.
Yeah.
Put another shrimp on the Barbie.
Barbie, put on another shrimp on Barbie.
Yeah!
Awesome! Jackson, thank you for teaching me all this slang. Make sure to share and tag your friends.
I don't know which one I wanted to put first.
So roughly 200 shootings in the past 72 hours in the US.
The thing is, we Australians don't care. Like, we don't care. We just vintage. Am I wrong? Australians, like, we're chill. We love people.
Yeah.
We love all the races.
Oh,
Like,
there's definitely dickheads around. What was really telling to me, and it's still something I just can't really get, I just can't process, is I was talking to Grumple a little while ago, and he's like, you can't have guns. Like, Americans think we cannot have guns here, which we can. We
Yeah.
just have to get a license. We just choose not to because I don't see. And he's like, well, why not? And it's like, well, when I go down to the grocery store to get my milk and bread, on my groceries, I don't feel the need to be carrying a weapon. And he's like, well, I do. And he said that without missing a beat. Like, and
I'll trade all their gun rights in a
Oh.
heartbeat for being able to send my kid to school knowing that they're coming
yeah,
home.
but also this thing.
but it's bizarre to me that you
Hang
need
on,
to have a
hang
weapon
on,
to go and
boys.
get groceries.
Hang on, boys.
That is a
thing's-
ridiculous argument.
This thing's still going on. We're not men. I'll jump on panel if Crab promises to go to liturgy. Just not me. It's not
Yeah,
me.
you can talk me through what liturgy is. Tell me what I'm going to, and I'll
Liturgy-
find one and I'll go have a look.
Yeah.
Well,
I've just got to
liturgy-
the point with Okay.
So the same way the Catholics have mass, the Orthodox have liturgy, and it's actually worth going to have a look. Okay.
Before I agree to this, let me see if there's an Orthodox church near me, because I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't want to agree to something I can't follow through.
Well, it could be Serbian, could be Russian, could be Greek, probably Greek, but Serbs would be okay. So fight. Okay. Well, here we go. We are about to we'll go. If Crab can find a Orthodox church near him, we're not men. We'll do a rare appearance just for the sake of making him go to liturgy. But
My closest parish is 3 hours away.
Well, fucking go for a drive. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, well I can agree to it, but I wouldn't want him to come up anywhere like for me to get time off to drive far enough away from work and away from my kids. I'm gonna have to take a couple of days off work, sort of thing.
Nice.
So I'm not going to make him agree to something I can't guarantee my time on anytime soon. I'd have to talk to work. I could have lied to him, but I'm not gonna.
That's fair. So Owen and men don't come up because he can't fulfill the other side of the.
Yeah, I can't. When I can find a time frame where I can actually do it, then I'll touch base with him.
So should the United States be involved in Iran?
Oh my God! No, we aren't doing that. No, this isn't the.
I'm kidding.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I think so.
I was literally like writing notes and prepping.
I'm not saying never, but I'm saying right now, no. I don't
think they
think
should.
the United States should bend to the will of Israel.
They already have.
Yeah, but I don't think they should.
Yeah, but they gave Israel the confidence to go in and do it. If the US wasn't helping Israel, they would be more on a defensive stance rather than an offensive one. I'm not saying that that what they've done so far has been wrong. I think they were right to try and take out the nuclear weapons facility, or the nuclear enrichment facility that, by intelligence, appears to suggest that they were creating a nuclear weapon. I definitely don't want Iran having a nuclear weapon, because they would use it in 2 seconds.
Why would you?
Because they would use it. Because they would use it in 2 seconds, and they've said as much.
Yeah, but can we
whether or
really
not, but to help you there, that doesn't necessarily mean that the US should continue to be in the US. To continue to be in Iran. Fair enough, they took out that facility, although some people would dispute it. There is a legitimate argument that maybe they shouldn't be in there. But the problem you have now is that if they withdraw, there's a lot of other consequences that come to it. It sets a precedent that the United States.
Like
Benjamin
did the same shit for Iraq. That's all reason America went in to look for WMDs was because of fucking.
But it's the same reason that they continue to fund Ukraine as well and give them.
Yeah, but there was no WMDs, and it was the same person that gave them that.
No, but to them, but there's still a military threat. Because
but boys,
the theory is that if you just don't support the Ukraine, Russia takes it over. They'll just go to the next territory and keep going.
Iran is not a threat to America.
Well,
no, they're not. But they're a threat to them economically.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on, boys.
That's why they're doing it.
Can we address Shazzy? Why are men gay? Okay, that's a fair question.
It's I think it's a bias she's developed from hanging out with you, Kieran. Yeah.
Oh, fucking this guy's here too. Fucking GT. God. I'm trying to have a proper fucking stream and this guy turns up. American
TV. I mentioned it. I'm sorry, but I am prepping for this. Like, I've not had a full-on one-on-one debate. So, like, I'm making sure I got my bases covered.
All he has there is an assumption and conjecture on that.
Okay,
it could be right, but he has no proof.
Yeah, so Darth, you're saying you're arguing America should not be involved in the Iran war?
No, we should.
Yeah.
Hang on. Should or shouldn't?
Should 100%.
Should. Are you saying should? Okay.
you're on the affirmative then, so you have to debate why. Like, give us the reasons why you think they should be. Because it's for you to build the case that they should.
Hang on. GT, sorry, Oliver. What's the sad face for? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm actually.
It's all fun, dickhead.
I can argue both sides of it, really.
Yeah, but help out that.
No,
he's going to argue the
seriously.
fucking affirmative.
The debate is the debate prompt is America should not be involved.
Oh my god!
Oh,
So you're
okay.
on the affirmative. Okay, so you're
He's
saying
on the
America
against.
shouldn't be. Okay, well, tell us why.
Because fuck Iran.
No, bro, make a proper fucking bro. This is your chance to fucking.
He's not on the affirmative though.
Yeah,
on
I
the
don't have to-
affirmative, which is not.
I'm not
which
in the
is not.
affirmative at all. I don't have to have an open. Well, maybe I.
No, bro. The affirmative is America should not be in Iran, and so you're on the affirmative. So tell us why America should not.
He thinks they should.
Yes.
That's he.
Well,
he's
you're on the wrong side of the fucking debate. Oh my god.
That's the negative. He's taking the negative.
Correct.
of
Yeah.
it.
Correct.
The negative of the prompt, but yeah.
This is why I give speakers a hard time all the time about his fucking prompts, with his fucking negatives in the prompt.
Why? What's the issue with the prompt?
Well, I actually think Terry X to blame for this because I talk with Terry X on his live streams all the time, and I think he purposely made it.
Yeah. The prompt is purposely set up to affirm his beliefs because it puts the proof on the person that's going against his belief. 'Cause
Correct.
He believes it should be in Iran.
Correct.
Yeah, but you can still have a cogent argument to that quite easily.
Well, what if we just look at it geographically, right?
Sure.
Like I just spent a whole bunch of time like on Google Earth, just being like, where is everything actually? Because like I hear all these shits, but I kind of think I did. This isn't an original idea. I heard it from somebody else, and I was like, say we lose, like the U.S. like loses this war in Iran, right? And then Iran's just bombing everybody that goes through the Strait of Hormuz, right? Well, that's one way to block a whole bunch of shit. I mean, that's blocking oil to China, Russia. And I mean, we can do that and take over the Panama Canal. Not to mention, we just took over Venezuela, which processes all the oil.
Well, you haven't taken over in Venezuela. You've just removed its. You've only just removed its president and put a proxy in its place.
For now.
Yeah. It's a resource grab.
Why would we resource grab?
Because the price of fuel and oil in particular is a pretty great reason to go in when you have an economy that's getting crippled. Now, you could argue that your country could maybe sort out its fraud issue, and rather than having to divert billions of dollars to try and secure oil rights or just oil in general. But
Or
right
we could
now,
just fucking say fuck all of you all and run off our own oil.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
you
a
won't do
hard
that.
one too. Because
you won't do that
just,
economically. You'd rather burn everyone else's supply first, because then once that supply runs out, you're the only game in town.
if there's issues with the strait, then it's hindering a lot of other countries that import critical resources to America.
We export more than we import. And
Yeah, but
you have
you will run out
resources.
one day.
Yeah,
Won't be in our
you guys-
lifetime, but
there's
it won't be in our
resources you guys
lifetime,
don't
but it
have.
will run out.
Of oil?
No, not
it will run
oil.
out at some point. It won't happen in our lifetime,
Yeah.
but it will run out at some
Fucking
point.
4,000 years from now. What are you talking about? We have more oil than
You don't have
anybody.
4,000 years of oil reserves.
I'm exaggerating, but we got more than anybody else. Except for Venezuela and Russia. Russia
oil
You hold
does
approximately
fuck all.
12 years.
also
You
trying
hold
that.
approximately 12 years of oil reserves. That was based
What?
on the 24-25 comparison.
You think they give you that information?
Well, it's not
What-
about
what it-
how.
what is oil- what is
you
oil
think
even
that
good
they're,
for?
that they're masking their radar systems some way, that people, they've got secret stashes all over the US that no one knows about.
Do you think oil is like the be all and end all? Like that's going to help with like technology and stuff. Like if you're
Yes, bro. Oil is
No, it doesn't.
Oil is literally the be all and end all.
So here we go. So here's a great reason, Darth. America holds approximately 11 to 12 years of oil reserves currently, based on the 24 to 25 estimate. Iran currently holds 209 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, ranking at third in the world. At the current production rates, which are currently constrained by international sanctions and infrastructure limitations, their reserves are over 100 years old, with some estimates ranging from 125 to 145 years. So they have approximately 10 times, or let's round it down and call it 8 times the oil reserves America has.
Mm-hmm.
So America would much rather go and tap into that resource than use their own. And if you look at it even from a supply-demand situation, in, let's say, 50 years, if you ran off your own oil reserves, you wouldn't make it because you don't have enough. But even if you did...
We don't. You're just like...
You don't. You've
just
got
saying
11
we
to
don't.
12 years of reserves. They've got 100, let's say between 100 to 145 years of reserves. You
But
have
those
12.
those calculations would be based on Iran's usage versus America's is based on their usage. So whether that's eight times
No, it's
America's,
proven oil reserves. And
Yeah,
it's only
yeah,
at
but-
current production rates, which are just restrained. So 209 billion. And
It'd be better to calculate
sorry, and
by
the United
barrel.
States has 83 billion. Sorry, okay. So they've got about 2 and a bit times. Let's say 2.3 times your reserves.
Mm-hmm. And who's number 2?
Well, I can do a...
fuck, it's a bit late in the game to be fighting over oil.
No, you still need it for cars,
Yeah,
infrastructure.
so vintage. Okay, vintage. Next prompt for your fucking AI
I've
songs is...
got a good
Hang on, bro.
argument.
Hang on, bro. Vintage.
Venezuela,
Next song.
Saudi Arabia, and then Iran,
No,
Canada,
the oil.
Iraq,
No, just
United
a song-
Arab Emirates, Kuwait,
Just a song,
Russia,
a song
Libya,
going.
and the United States.
Vintage. Make a song about oil. Okay, the oil. It's all about the
So
oil.
you're 10th
okay?
on the ranking. Iran's number 3.
Black gold. It's black gold, right? This is not all black gold.
So that's why you're going for it? Is that why we're in Iran? Or we as in the United States?
No, not at all.
Why are they there?
I mean, if I give it away, you guys can't tell. whoever
Okay,
I-
well, I'm just going to guess if you're going to take it from some sort of military or geopolitical threat, that's going to fail very miserably.
No, it's not. That's not how it's going.
Okay. Oh, well, I won't get you. You don't have to say. I'm just.
No,
curious, but
I'll
if you
say-
go down the road of that, it's not for oil, because that's something I would use.
No, it is
That's-
oil. It's just not in the way that is the media is saying it.
It's
So-
interesting though. Wouldn't you find it interesting that that America's hit 2 of the top 3 countries that have oil reserves in the moment in less than 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how much debt has America got right now?
And who do they owe it to?
Tell me.
The people we're cutting off from oil.
Okay,
Well,
so you're
when
basically
someone-
gonna,
well-
you're going to cut off a
Well,
debt.
when someone... hang on,
I see where
Vintage.
you're going.
Hang on,
Okay,
Vintage.
I won't say anymore.
When
That's
someone
not
says you tell me, that means you don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
And I'm working through it, so I'll be honest. So I'm being a dick as far as trying not to like reveal all my shit.
No, don't. If you don't want it, you don't have to say it. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Geographically, if we choke certain points, China and Russia are well. First off, Russia has been doing this whole time, where they're fortifying themselves and being isolationists, right? Because they have their own oil reserves now. They don't have the ability to process this oil, which is why Venezuela was so important. But we just liberated Venezuela. They love America now.
Well, you didn't liberate them. You got rid of one guy, and you put a puppet in his place.
They're pretty happy about it.
Oh, they might be. They might be happy about it. I mean, mate, if you know, when I'm starving, anything tastes good. You know what I mean?
They got fucked over pretty hard. Their number one export, Venezuela's number one export, is humans, which is not part of my argument as far as like the debate shit. But I mean, that's
I wouldn't use that either.
But we.
The biggest export's crude oil.
All right, so if you look at it
number one.
geographically, right? So Venezuela, right next to the Panama Canal. So if we control trade from that side, oh, sorry, I'm totally backed up from that. So Panama Canal, we control that. Well, we don't, but we could. We could do that pretty quickly. That's going to fuck up everything that's going to Russia and China and Philippines, Thailand. They're already in an oil deficit, right?
Hmm.
So if Trump could pull off the Iceland thing.
You mean Greenland?
Or Greenland. Yeah, my bad. The ice country. Then it can't come that way. Plus, we're protected from that. And the Hormuz shit, then ain't nothing going out the other way, which is going to put a lot of pressure. So even if, so here's my crux, like my big point on this. Even if we lose, and by we I mean the United States, lose the war in Iran. So now Iran fucks up that strait, right? Or that canal.
The US military, especially when compared to other world powers. Let's start with some basic figures to give you a sense of the sheer scale at which the US military operates. Altogether, the US military has roughly 1.3 million active personnel, putting it in either third or fourth place in terms of the largest militaries. The first two spots, China and India, should be a given, considering that they have roughly triple the population of the US. Russia has roughly the same number of active military personnel, but its military numbers have significantly changed from one year to the next, especially as global geopolitics saw Russia distance itself from NATO. When comparing the size of the US military with that of China and India, a clear pattern emerges. China, a country with a population of roughly 1.41 billion, with a B, has roughly 2.03 million active personnel in its military. India, with a slightly higher population, estimated at 1.42 billion, has 1.45 million active personnel. And then there's the US, with a population of just 336 million. Even at a glance, the population metrics suggest that the US is much more militarized compared to China and India, considering that its ratio of active personnel to population is almost triple the size. Of course, these are all figures from 2024, although the numbers, or rather the relative differences between them, haven't changed much over the past decade. But perhaps the mind-blowing scale of the US military is more evident in the fact that the US military is by far the biggest spender among the world's veritable superpowers. In fact, if you look at the biggest military budgets, the US military accounts for 40% of the entire world's military budget for national armies. That's 2/5 of the money the world spends on national defense, all wrapped up in the US military. The country spends more than the next 5 biggest spenders, China, Russia, India, the UK, and Saudi Arabia combined. And the list is only that short because China and Russia are estimated to spend more on their armies than the official numbers imply, thanks to the relative purchasing power parity of their local currencies. According to the SIPRI military expenditure database, the US spends more than the next 10 countries combined, not 5, if we compare their...
Yeah. You also recognize that Russia and China are also there on the UN Security Council.
America spends more than 10 times.
Because the other countries are third world countries and the pay that the military actually getting paid.
Our
Oh, fuck
Navy
those
was
guys.
set up to prevent all
Here
of
we go.
this.
Hang on, boys. Fucking Kokomo's got it. Fucking America. Fuck yes.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. America spends 10 more times the
Yeah,
budget.
the
on
wage,
their
of someone who joins the military
Relative
in America
expenditures
is
in raw US
probably a lot
dollars.
higher than someone
This
in India.
financial mismatch is down to the US being a bona fide economic giant compared to all other countries. Impressive as the US's 2024 military budget of roughly $900 billion may be, it pales in comparison to the country's GDP. By some estimates, the US spends only 3.4% of its GDP.
Hang on. Fucking Heron.
Yeah, Heron.
And also with regards to the national
How is
debt,
that-
the vast majority of it is actually owed to themselves.
But also, do you think spending money on the military helps you? I'm pretty sure it fucking helps you.
Yep.
It keeps you
Yep,
safe.
That's well, it's not. It's actually just part of their infrastructure and their economy. Whether you want to believe that or
Yeah.
not.
You're right.
Yeah.
On
That's a
national
good point.
defense,
You're
ranking it
expansionist.
ninth
That's
in
why
its
they're doing it.
expenditure on
This is
national
not a
defense
security threat.
globally.
This is just
But the numbers from the
spend. This is just to pay for all
2020s
the
don't
shit.
come close to the figures from previous decades. During the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq in 2010, that ratio was closer to 5%. In the thick of the Vietnam War in 1968,
Okay, Heron. Safe from what? Safe from everything.
So most of
Safe
the
from-
US national debt is owed to itself in their Federal Reserve. And so they need to be able to bring something in to actually pay for it and generate some sort of revenue, from export, from imports or resources that they either have or can acquire, which in this case is oil. So they've gone after
the
number
US
one
was
and number
spending close
three
to
of the
10%
oil
of its
reserve.
GDP on the army. And even
It's
further
not
back,
really
during
hard-
the Korean War in the
it's not hard to
50s,
figure out.
the figure rose as high as 14%.
This is
These
not
figures
about
showcase
defense at
just
all.
how dedicated the US government was to maintaining its military. But perhaps more importantly, they demonstrate how the US economy grew in tandem with the country's global geopolitical presence. When adjusted for inflation, the US is spending much more than at any point in history after World War II, but proportionally less as a percentage of the national income. So where is all the money being spent, and where are all those 1.3 million personnel deployed? The US military, officially the US Armed Forces, is composed of 6 separate branches: the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, the Coast Guard, and the Space Force. We'll let you guess which one of those is the newest. Let's take a look at them, starting with the US Army. As the land-based branch of the armed forces, the US Army has arguably the largest contingent of US troops. Out of the 1.3 million active troops, the Army holds roughly 450,000. But there's a bit more to it. The US Army also technically counts the Army National Guard in its ranks, which adds another 330,000 military personnel as Federal Reserve forces during wartime, but typically only as a militia service. Additionally, the US Army Reserve has roughly 188,000 more troops. The US Army's primary directive is to ensure complete land dominance over the enemy in all the US military's major operations. As such, it's one of the nation's primary offensive and defensive forces, and among the
Kieran,
first branches to be deployed into military conflicts anywhere in the world. This worldwide
Darth, you said most of them, like a great deal of the money goes to NATO. How much?
As far as America,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to misspeak, so I'm going to Google it real quick. But
Yeah, I just did because I was just curious. No, I did because I was curious. It's 650 to 700 million that goes directly to NATO. The other 935 billion is spent internally. It's just their own domestic budget for themselves, but
Not
it
even
benefits-
a billion.
Yeah, and
but it
where's that
benefits-
going? There's no corruption there, right?
Well, even if it's 600, let's say it's 700 million at the top end, you guys spend 935 billion internally to your own defense, which is supposed to benefit
Yes.
the NATO
Yes.
alliance.
Yes, do that. Do that.
So when you say that NATO, that you're putting all your money into NATO, you're not. You're putting like
coverage is made possible by the US Army's enormous
Well, no,
and
but I asked you
extensive
where did the
range
money
of
go? Your
military
first-
equipment.
first
For
answer was
example, it has
NATO.
4,600 M1 Abrams tanks, some of the most modern pieces of armor available worldwide. This main battle tank has been pivotal ever since it first entered active duty during the Gulf War in
yeah.
1991.
Fuck yeah.
Since then, the Abrams has received extensive upgrades, particularly to its electronics system. These enhancements have made it even more useful in modern, cybernetic-orientated warfare dominated by drones and long-distance communication. The US Marine Corps has discontinued use of the M1 for reasons that have nothing to do with the proven effectiveness of the tank, as we'll discover later on. But for now, that leaves the US Army as the only branch of the military making prodigious use of this mean machine. Two of the greatest strengths of the M1 Abrams tank are its cost efficiency and versatility. No other tank manufacturer in the world has managed to create a tank with the same or better specifications across the board that can deliver the same bang for your buck. Although in the case of the M1 Abrams, perhaps it would be more accurate to call it boom for your buck. The M1 is so effective that the US scrapped the Future Combat Systems XM1202 program, which was designed to create a better version of the tank and pair it with similar infantry support vehicles, howitzers, and armored personnel carriers. Instead, the US has opted to use the distinct platforms for the role due to tanks and drones being largely self-sufficient in modern combat. The M1 Abrams has also shown its worth in the Russo-Ukrainian War, squaring up to its Russian counterpart, the T-90. The stats for the T-90, or more precisely, the alarming rate at which the Russians have been losing them, demonstrate the reliability of the US-made tanks by comparison. It could conceivably become a fairer fight in the future, as Russia has actually put into motion designs that should theoretically replace its T-90 main battle tanks with the more formidable T-14 Armata. However, while the initial platform to manufacture the Armatas was launched in 2010, the tanks have yet to see the light of day nearly 15 years later. To support the US Army troops on the ground, the military also makes extensive use of infantry support vehicles. Two models arguably reign supreme, the M2 Bradley and the M3 Bradley. The US Army has a total of 6,100 units across the different models, some in active duty and some in storage. Dubbed the best vehicle of the Ukraine war, the M2 Bradley and its successor the M3 are both lightly armored, extremely versatile ground support vehicles designed to provide cover fire, optics, and protection for the infantry squads. The Bradleys have two advantages over the contemporary tanks and infantry vehicles of
All
other
that shit's
nations.
useless
First,
for
the
modern
advanced
warfare,
optics
Kieran.
include SADA 2 thermal vision, similar to those used by the M1 Abrams.
What?
All this sort of shit's useless for modern warfare, as everyone's been finding out over the past 2 years.
Yeah. The first thing that I saw about it was that I found interesting is that they did a numbers comparison on troops, which I actually think is a redundant argument, because how many times have they committed even a fraction of those millions of soldiers to ground combat in a single operation or a single war? And I can tell you the reason America doesn't is because they don't have to, because they've got the technology just to outgun and completely wipe these people out. That's why they're just bombing the shit out of Iran right now, which I actually think is a decent idea, because why would you commit ground troops if you don't have to and you can just hit them from the sky?
Well, they're saying now that they're going to put ground troops in, but
yeah, but not a million of them, not even 100,000.
I think it totally goes over everybody's head when Trump says something and they're like, oh, and then it's like a talking point for like a week. And it's like, how did you not realize over the last 8 years that he says dumb shit on purpose so that you focus on that and then he fucks shit up?
You're the one of the people who thinks he's playing like 15D chess, like purposely being retarded.
I'd actually say that's not a bad strategy, whether he is or not.
I mean, what choice did he have? He was fucked from the get-go.
What should have really, if they really wanted to, and not that I think it would have been a good idea, but he shouldn't have supported the whole Israel thing from the jump. He should have just went, you guys want to go and fight each other, fight it out. Just go for it. If that's truly, we're not going to get involved in wars and stuff. We don't have a reason to be there. Look after yourselves. He should just let them all go at each other. The reason he didn't is because he wants the resources.
Isn't that bullshit ass tone policing though?
What do you mean?
As long as the results are the results, who cares what he says?
Yeah, but what's the result you want?
Me?
Yeah, if you're arguing why they should be in there, you want a specific result. What is it?
I want him to do the shit he said he was going to do, although...
Well, like no new wars.
Yeah, when did Trump say that I want to...
He's ended wars. What are you talking about?
Sure, he has.
Ukraine.
Yeah, okay. I'll grant that he's ended wars. Is he ending the Iran conflict? Did he start or end the Iran conflict?
Know yet. Do you understand that?
Did he start the Iran conflict?
Okay, so do you understand? You don't have all the information as a civilian, right? There's a such.
You
thing
don't
as
either.
Yeah, you're right. I don't.
Okay, so then how can you have an argument as to why it is a good or a bad thing for Iran to be in there or not? Because you don't have all the complete information.
Because I don't care what's. I mean, that's kind of in
You
that
have
kind
to though, because you're debating it.
If you're going to be debating it, you're going to need to know.
Well, good's subjective, isn't it?
Subjective
fair enough.
conjecture is not
see
going
what
to be
you're
a good debate tactic. That's my. I mean, I'm not a seasoned debater,
No, I
but
get what you're
it seems like you're poking. There's a lot of
He-
holes that
he-
can be poked in that.
We should be there because I like what's going to happen if we get all the resources. Isn't going to be a convincing argument for an audience.
Well, all right. So this is the tricky part that I've been thinking a lot. I am actually kind of with the Wilsons on like actually a monarchy would kind of benefit us. So this, because otherwise it's retard supremacy, right?
So your arguments that being in Iran is going to
I haven't
help
worked-
the US
I haven't
become a
worked
monarchy.
No, I haven't worked that connection out. No. That's why
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
all right,
prepping.
where's that going?
Well, like as a monarchy, like if the U.S. was a monarchy with nobility, then we would be able to do longer term plans. But that doesn't necessarily have to do with Iran.
Yeah, but you could still do shorter term plans. There is
Yes.
a way to do it.
All
If
right,
I was
what's
in
your
if I was in your shoes, I would just bite the bullet and say that it's economic, and that you need the oil for the debt. People don't
Well,
like that
okay.
argument, but you can't. But you can't convince anyone that this is a security issue. People believe that Iran's of no military threat. If there was any military threat, it was wiped out with the bombing of that facility. So there's got to be some other reason they're going in there. If you want to go down the rabbit hole of, they're puppets of Israel or this is some religious thing, I don't know enough to really comment on that, but I wouldn't find that a convincing argument either, to be fair.
So if it's an economic thing, wouldn't be like cutting off China and like so if we were to, because my main thought was if Trump is trying to, if we go with the MAGA, like from the literal sense, right? If we're fortifying, we fortify the borders and we become totally energy sufficient.
You won't, because
It's
there's
not viable. It's not viable because you don't have enough oil. You've got
And
like
there's-
10. You've got 10 to 12 years of reserves. It's not enough. You'd need to have a seismic
critical
shift
rare-
economically to go over to renewables like solar or wind farming or something else like that, which we all know from his rhetoric he's dead set against, and his own people and his own voter base don't agree with that either. But
And that requires rare earths
Trump's in a
minerals
massive
from other
optics
countries.
nightmare right now with this because because he probably has an inkling, or at least there's some part of this that is resource related, but he's never going to convince the American people that having boots on the ground in Iran so that we can secure oil is a good idea. He will lose his voter base for that. So he has to come up
I
with,
agree with that.
yeah, and so he has to come up with something else. Oh, it's a security thing, or we've got to be in there. There'll be something that comes up, or some other false play. Oh, we got to do it. But people aren't buying that either. So he's cornered himself at this point, because he can't say, "Oh, we're doing it for oil," but that's really the reason he's in there. So if you want, I personally think the only logical argument is a resource one, even though people hate it.
But if I say that though, like that's the reason he's really in there. That's assuming you know what he thinks, right?
Well, no one knows what he thinks. Like you said before, you don't have complete information, neither do I. And I would hazard, unless your debate opponent is a 5-star general or the President Trump himself, he or she isn't going to know either.
It's the most
you're gonna
convincing
come down to-
argument.
So you're going to have, you're all going to speculate on things. I can see that an argument of not being in Iran is that we don't need to be there. We shouldn't put our own citizens' lives on the line. Where we got to stop being puppets of Israel and stop getting involved in shit that we don't have a point being in there.
But at the same time, I mean, if we really wanted to end it, and all right, so this is something.
If you really want to end it, if you really
We
want to
could
end it
just
and
blast
secure that resource, put 100,000 troops on the ground or more and go in and just take the whole thing over. But he won't do that because it's an optics nightmare. He'll never get the
Right,
support
we
to
can
do
glass
that.
them. We have nukes. We can glass them.
Okay, and then how useful is the oil when you do that? And even just past that, what do you think the rest of the world is? How the rest of the world will react if the US or any country for that matter was to use an atomic weapon? Because as soon as US launches one, China gets involved, Russia gets involved, everyone else and all their allies and proxies get involved, everyone's shooting at each other. No one wants that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Mutually.
like you'd be insane to think that's a good idea. That's the reason that he had behind him as to why he bombed that facility, because it's like, well, we don't want these guys to have a nuclear weapon, because the Iranian government and everyone coming out that had any sort of power there was like, if you give us a weapon, we're going to use it. You know, they're not like North Korea, you know, as psycho as that guy is, and he'll fob off a couple of bombs here and there as, you know, testing, you know, to be like, hey, look, we still exist and don't mess with us. You know, that's the difference between North Korea and Iran, is that Kim Jong, as nutcase as he and his people are, he's just happy ruling his little corner of planet Earth, and he's not trying to be expansionist in any way. But luckily for him, he doesn't have massive oil reserves. Iran does. Venezuela does. Iran and Venezuela, 2 out of the 3 top oil reserves in the world, and both of them major trading partners of that oil to both Russia and China, geopolitical rivals of the US. So
Doesn't
it makes
Russia
sense
have
for him.
huge oil reserves?
They do, but well, no, actually, no. They've got about 80 billion. I think I saw before. It was like 80 billion. But
they're
also,
also
you
not
consider their territory is much bigger than, you know, their land mass and population. Well, actually, not their population, but their land mass is significantly greater, from my understanding. I could be wrong on that, but that's why you don't tap your own reserves first. You can go somewhere, or 2 places that have like 20 to 25 times what you have, and use that first later on down the track. And granted, not in our lifetime, might not even be the lifetime after that, but eventually oil will run out at some point. It'll become a lot more scarce. Things are more scarce, it's worth more money. I would rather, if I was America, be tapping into someone else's oil reserves and funding my shit that way. You know? And again, this is a very unpopular argument. People aren't going to like that. But give me another reason, because I'm not convinced there's a security threat there. And if there is, and Israel's happy to go ahead with it and deal with it themselves, let them do it. Why do you need to put United States soldiers on the ground for it?
Well, yeah, I don't understand. I mean, separate debate. I wouldn't bring this up, but I don't understand Israel like needing us to do it, other than there's got to be something else. Like they
do, because they're surrounded. That's why, back to my point earlier, if the US withdrew their support and supplies and resources, Israel will be playing a much more defensive game than what they are. They have the opportunity to be expansionist because they've got Big Brother United States behind them going, well, if you mess with Israel, we're going to keep funding, we're going to keep giving these guys, and eventually something will pop off and the US will commit troops. Now, it's looking like at the moment Iran is that country where it's going to happen. Whether it happens or not, I'm not sure. I would hope not, but I wouldn't be shocked if they did.
Russia has an estimated extra 2 trillion barrels at the Bazanov Formation in Siberia.
I didn't know that, but I was just looking at a very basic.
Yeah, you good. I was just checking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could be wrong, but like you guys don't have all the oil in the world to keep yourself sufficient for lifetimes. You just don't. You know, I think it's, yeah. I mean, do the research on it. Maybe the info I've got here is wrong, but I would see that as more of a logical reason to do it.
I kind of think it's more cutting off resources from everybody else and fortifying ourselves.
But that affects you too.
Yeah,
I think it'd be okay.
Massively.
Because if America withdraws from everything and becomes isolationist, and you just stay within your borders, let's say, for example, the United States withdrew all of their, like they closed down all their bases all over the world, they pulled all their ships back, all their airfields, everything just got decommissioned, gone, and you brought everything back into the US. I know that's not going to happen, by the way. I'm just using this as a hypothetical. How long until you guys run out of resources or need to go back out into the rest of the world to get things to keep yourselves going? Because America is not completely self-sufficient. If all trading partners cut the US out, you guys would be in a lot of trouble, much like every country would on planet Earth. I don't think there's a country out there that's first world that is immune to that. So you've got to be out in the world, and you got to get your supplies. You got to get your oil. You got to get your rare earth
trading partners up at the moment.
Yeah, the US trades with a shitload of countries, heaps,
and they're ruining a lot of that trade at the moment. Like the Strait fucks up. The cost of fuel goes up in a lot of other places. Rare earth minerals that get mined from those places cost more to mine. You want to buy them over there, they cost you more to buy because of that. Like you're fucking yourselves up as well. This is like a short-sighted thing.
But shouldn't we have been?
That leads into the corruption side as well.
Yeah. Because like we could have, like we have the resources. Like I mean, look, fucking World War II. We were able to manufacture so much shit based on our own resources. But then we doubled that could get into feminism, but like we doubled the workforce and blah, blah, blah. And then we outsourced everything because we're fucking we're fucking lazy.
Some rare earth minerals you just don't have. Like
some, very few though.
Yeah. Some technology
Venezuela was another reason that they're getting support because of their rare earth minerals. That's why Greenland's on the table. They're trying to buy it. I don't think that'll happen, but that's another reason. I find it really, really convenient that all the places that Trump and this current administration is going, whether it be for trade or for conflict, is in some of the most densely rich resources in the world.
Yeah, they're coming after our lithium next.
Yeah, like, it's a really interesting coincidence. I don't necessarily blame them for it. I mean, if I was in that amount of internal debt and my country's crumbling because I've got all this fraud that I can't seem to address in my own borders, I'd go and expand too.
Is it that though? Like, it almost seems fake at this point.
All right, tell me how.
Well, because it's insurmountable, right? And we just decide what money is. So
yeah, well, yeah. So if you want to print more money, it will deflate it'll crumble the value of your dollar, which you don't want to do because the US dollar is supposed to be the gold standard. So, and there's no such thing as it has to be fake. Mate, I work in finance. I've seen a lot of people blow up companies and their own finances in spectacular fashion. People look at it at the end and go, oh my God, I'm in this much money. How did I get there? Well, yeah, a lot of fucking dumb decisions across a long period of time. The only difference between like someone being bankrupted in their individual capacity versus a government is that individual can't go over and take over another country for its natural resources.
This fake money is why America is in such a good position. When you came off the gold standard, it did use a world of good.
Yeah.
Having
there's also an argument actually in that which Teriak brought up a little bit. I disagree with parts of it, but the idea that the US dollar is going to try and transition overall, the new gold standard will be Bitcoin or someone.
Oh, no, that's retarded. It's so retarded.
There are bits of it. I get the theory. I don't necessarily think it will happen for a long time.
Well, if you look at the Fed, we went from the gold standard to just we make up the rules and everybody abides, right?
American currency transferring over to Bitcoin would be a hell of a retarded thing to do, considering most Bitcoin mining
already
you control 51% of the network.
Well, no, the main argument I would have against that is that Bitcoin is limited.
Okay, no, it's limited, but you break it down into Satoshi as well. So like there's 21 million Bitcoin, but then you break it down to Satoshi. And Satoshi can be
okay, boys, I'm going to go to bed. So, Vintage, are you streaming?
No, I'm not, mate. It's that's actually part
Gay.
of my bit.
Gay.
I got work
Okay.
tomorrow.
Where the
But
fuck
I
am
enjoyed
I
the chat.
No, it's good. Look,
If you want to have a
really-
talk about it at some other time, Darth. When is the debate? Do you know when your debate is?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Wednesday, Wednesday the 8th at
Oh shit. Okay. All right. That's a bit.
You-
I
you
thought
can
it was
keep
like a week or
talking,
2 hours.
yeah.
I was like, it would have been fun to have a have a chat about it beforehand.
He
but-
doesn't have to shut the StreamYard down to shut the stream down.
Oh, I do.
No,
So
it's all right. I
somebody-
should probably. I should probably.
Oh
skip it
my
anyway.
God. Oh my God.
No, it's not
somebody,
good. I mean,
somebody, mod in chat, post a link to somewhere where you guys can go and keep talking.
Ah, fuck that. I'm going to bed. Fuck you, Kieran, you old cunt.
Fuck you,
Fucking
fuck
homo.
you.
You gay dog. Later, mate.
Fuck you. See you, mate.
Have a good one, man. Oh, if you want. Oh, what's the time?
Go on, do it. Do it. Do a stream, bro. We'll
All right.
fucking.
well,
I'm only
Vintage,
gonna. I'll do it for like. Oh yeah.
you want my Discord?
Yeah, I've got a
Darth,
Discord too, man.
Darth, be
Actually,
quiet.
I've got
Oh,
about
no, no.
half an hour before these
be
downloads
quiet,
finish.
Be quiet.
so-
You see, here we go. Heron is saying, "Vintage, do it. Do a stream."
Right.
So these retards have somewhere to go. They can
Hey,
leave me
now.
alone.
I'm
I've just been
autistic. That's different.
downloading stuff because my StreamYard's full, so
Oh
I've been
my
trying
God.
to download
Oh
shit
my
out, so
God.
I've got space.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Heron, just do it for 1 hour. Like 1 hour. Like you'll be fine. Do it for 1 hour.
I appreciate you talking to me about this, Vintage, because
No, it's all right, mate. I'm not a pro debater or anything, but if it helps, I'm gonna have a bit of a chat.
Kokomo, good combo, lads. Enjoyed it. Okay. Respect.
All right. One sec.
Well, you see, Vintage. They all want you to fucking do a stream, so they can go and see you. And one day, you will reach 150 fucking.
We'll get there eventually.
I know.
It's all good fun. I just want to get off 61. I want 61 for like 2
I know,
weeks.
right?
now.
I know, right? It's fucking terrible.
Okay, I'm live, I think.
Okay. Well, hang on. Before you go, we're going to do a dirty grift. We have 14 likes, 15 watching, 14 likes. Not bad.
you know, Kieran, if you'd had a PayPal link, I would have given you $5. Just saying.
I know, bro. Like everyone says, where's your money? Fucking. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, but thank you. Oh, there we go. There's the link. Now, please,
Link's over
please, people, hit the link. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone, please.
Kieran, you're awesome. Thank you for having me up.
Hey, Darth, always good to see you, man.
I enjoyed it. It was very fun.
No, just saying. Always good. But go and see fucking Vintage. You see,
Thanks, Crab. I'm off 61.
61. Okay. Well, we could try to get Vintage above 61. 62.
All right. I'm
63.
jumping off. I'll see you in a sec.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
Have a good one, Kieran.
Thanks, man. All right. Good night. Good night, the kids. Oh shit, Darth is still okay, here we go. That's better. Good night, kids. Thank you for the support. Teriak Raid, really? What the fuck were you thinking? Okay. Like I said, sub, like, don't share. Okay. Don't share. Yes, really. Go and see fucking Vintage. And you better fucking like and sub. You better. Good night, boys.